I can't do that. I'll get the idle cancel.
Who knows what was going to happen? It's close to the rain, but, you know, bittersweet. I've been saying with what's happening with Irwindale, oh my God.
Drifting. One of the driver's technique or intentionally oversteer a car to lose traction while maintaining control. In short, the car goes sideways while still going forward throughout the corner.
Top 16, round 5, the finales of Hot Pit Autofest, the finales of Irwindale Speedway. Oh my God.
Officially the last drifting competition at Irwindale.
Sadly, your last drift competition here at Irwindale Speedway, Hot Pit Autofest round 5. And that will officially round off our top 32. We'll see you here at the top 16.
If there is an amazing part of a show, there is an opposite side of it.
Lewis left. Oh, and Lewis with contact. Not too bad. Not horrible.
Come on, okay. The LS Doctor, Katsanidis!
It's like we got a fire from here, but looks like a fire. It's just a tiny little fire out back.
Back up at 4 o'clock. We're going to have the boys out here, national anthem, autograph sessions. All the things are happening. Let's have some fun. Thank you guys for coming out. See you in a little bit.
Before we get to the drift part, it is an Autofest. We enjoy all collaborations.
We're really excited to have you guys here. Really excited to have you here with HOTPIT.
Thank you guys for joining us. Awesome cars.
Beecham gets the win officially. Trenton Beecham gets the win, moves on to the finals. Give it up for both these drivers. Give it up for... Got the fire action right there, right behind the drivers there. Good touch and go, and then filling that outer zone is Rome again. whatsoever.
Escalette is just doing what she does best.
Your winner for round 5, Hot Pit Autofest 2024, Irwindale Speedway, Trenton Beach.
When we talk about motorsport, I imagine everyone thinks of the car, the driver, the engine. But all too often, we forget the one thing. And I emphasize the one thing that connects the car to the track. And it's partly because of this that you'll either win or lose. The tire. Be efficient, be quick, be high performing. Zegnova tires.
Pizza! Pizza! I can do that. I'll get the auto test.
Daryl, let's, hey, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hot Pit Autofest. Call your friends, tell them to get up here. We're gonna have some excitement. Are they in the bathroom? Get them out here. Are they still at the two-step? Get their butts out here. We're gonna get all of our media out here. We're gonna get all of our crew out here. We're gonna be doing the national anthem. We've got something very special we'd like to give you from the Marines. Officer Millsap is over here somewhere. We've got our fire safety crew. Love to have you guys out here. We've got our American flag in the background, and you've also got mine. Thank you guys so much for coming out. It's a beautiful night. It's a beautiful time to do this. This is amazing. We're gonna give you guys a few seconds to pile into the grandstands. Shoot your buddies a text message, say, hey, the show is about to start. We need to get this going. RJ, how you feeling?
Dude, I'm feeling great. Las Vegas welcomed us amazing. Guys, Vegas, are you guys happy that we're here? Are you guys ready for some drifting? That's right. That's what I like to hear. Dude, when they told us that we should have come to Vegas, we were like, I mean, there are a few, comp events out there, but I don't know, people twisted our arms and we're here and we are loving what we're seeing. So I think 2026 might be a comeback year for us. What do you guys think? More drifting, more burnouts, more motorcycles. We're gonna make it happen for you guys, definitely. So we have a few things going on that we're going to present in order, but we have a few things going on with the Marine Corps. We have a very special award going on as well for one of our drivers. The first time in the history of HOTPIT Autofest, as a matter of fact, that you guys will hear later. We have some fire, I hear, from lockdown performance setting up. So we have quite a few things going on. So we're gonna allow the stands to get filled in for a few more seconds, and then we'll start.
Who would like some free t-shirts? I do know that we have a sponsor called Lockdown Performance that's got some free merchandise. It's on a cannon, on the back of a mini truck. How cool is that? Let's hear you guys if you would like some free merchandise from Lockdown Performance. How cool is that? Let's get this little mini cannon over here. Now listen, we're not officially licensed to use this. Honestly, we should probably have the Marines on this. That would make more sense. But be awesome. This big truck right here, it's called Spiker. It's got a name. That big thing came down from Portland. If you didn't know it, Lockdown Performance, not just a race team, also an energy drink, just a bunch of cool guys. They're the ones that bring us the fire show on both sides of the track. Oh, and if you guys didn't know it, Hot Pit Autofest has flames. So we are gonna have flamethrowers on the bank, on this bank. So that's why we gotta be careful on where you guys are at. But hey, we've got EMTs, we got fire safety. Fire safety, you guys knew we were gonna have flamethrowers, right? Yes, they did. He gave me a thumbs up. Someone's got it on film. Can't say that they didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get some free stuff going over here. RJ, can we get free stuff out of that little mini truck? RJ, free stuff, free. Can we get a chant? Free stuff, free stuff, free stuff, free stuff. RJ. Go shoot some free stuff. Let's get some free stuff. Oh, did it make it? I don't even know where it went. Oh, I bet the live stream crew is loving this. HOTPIT Autofest, lockdown performance, Monoculture running the car show. Thank you to those guys. Thank you to these badass drivers. We're gonna throw some free stuff out here. We'll get some more people. We're gonna get on schedule. Hey-o. Hope you guys are enjoying this. Hey, we've got the Speedway right here. Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Thank you guys for having us. Appreciate it. Hey-o. Free stuff, free stuff. Let's switch it up. Hot pit, hot pit, hot pit. He's still yelling free stuff. I hear you, bro. It was Hot Pit. Hot Pit's bringing you free stuff by Lockdown Performance. Thank you, boys. Heck yeah. Okay, let's get the show on the road. I'm just trying to get the music in the background killed. That way, when we do our national anthem, we're just hearing. Yep, we can get any music and all music killed. Thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, now that we've got the music in the background off, we can do the two awesome things that we want to do. Number one, bring out the Marines. Number three, bring out Miss Aventine. Ladies and gentlemen, can you help me in welcoming our Marines and Staff Sergeant Millsap. Staff Sergeant Millsap, thank you so much for sponsoring HOTPIT Autofest, for being a part of us. Also sponsoring my personal race car. You guys are absolutely amazing. Bring out your Marines.
Sergeant Zapata, report to the reporting officer. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. Know ye that repose in special trust and confidence in the fidelity and abilities of Eddie B. Zapata. I do appoint this Marine a staff sergeant in the United States Marine Corps to rank as such from the first day of November 2025. This appointee will therefore carefully and diligently discharge the duties of the grade to which appointed by doing and performing all manner of things thereunto pertaining, and I do strictly charge and require all personnel of lesser grade to render obedience to appropriate orders. And this appointee is to observe and follow such orders and directions as may be given from time to time by superiors acting according to the rules and articles governing the discipline of the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Given under my hand at Headquarters United States Marine Corps the first day of November in the year of our Lord, 2025.
Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Eddie B. Zapata.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I will support and defend.
That I will will support and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations in the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
So help me God.
There we go.
Staff Sergeant Millsap, thank you for that. What an honor and a privilege to have that happen here at HOTPIT Autofest. That's the first time the Marines have been able to do that. How about a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for that. I am absolutely honored and privileged to have you guys on our side. Amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, and next, we are going to introduce the Miss Beautiful Aventine to sing our national anthem. Okay. Direct your attention to where my little hat goes. Here she is. Most beautiful Miss Aventine. Take it home. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Also working live stream for us and just solving miracles for us. Aventine all year long singing for us. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. Drivers, are you ready? Audience, are you ready to hear about your drivers? We are ready to pass this off to our official HOTPIT Autofest announcers, Mr. Matt Sopa, Mr. Chris Miller. Take it away.
Thank you, Jeff, and what a beautiful performance here and a beautiful night. I got Mr. Chris Miller here by my side. We're going to have the sun went down, but the heat is getting turned up for our top 16 competition. And let's get to our driver intros.
All right. It's good to be back. Had a nice little lunch break there. We are ready for the top 16.
All right, first up, he is no stranger to drifting or the military. Piloting that C6 Corvette, the Stewart fam drifting, Mr. Josh the Commander Stewart.
All right, and right next to him, getting used to the top 16. This guy's a banger, man. Every event. His name is Aaron Velasquez.
Currently second in line here for the championship. Will he hold on to that? That's to be determined here. He's got some stiff competition behind him as we get into top 16. Arizona homie driving that S15 2J powered Mr. Dustin Little Webby Ferrell.
Speaking of competition behind him, he's got competition right next to him in the Fischer Firearms S14, Ryan Fischer.
Next in line, want to give it a shout out to his dog Jericho, who just passed. As a pet owner myself, that is the hardest thing you'll ever have to do. But now, this is going to be dedicated to him, I'm sure of that. Mr. Cody Breitenstein piloting that S13. Give it up for Cody Breitenstein.
All right. In the top 16 in an almost naturally aspirated car. And he's got nitrous in there, right?
A whole gob of it, I'm sure.
Louise. Wesley Stump.
One of our first green and pink Garagistic mobiles here, piloting that E46, Mr. Casey Chavez. With a Z.
All right, and one more again. We have yet another Garagistic car in the top 16 and a borrowed car. Nonetheless, it's Mr. Sam Magmi. He would be in a 961 Motorsports car, but he's got to borrow this one today.
No stranger to the BMWs. I'm pretty sure he had his own hands on that engine himself anyway. So next in line, we got an old FD veteran. He's not that old, but coming back from round 4 to get into the top 16, Mr. Luke Pakula.
All right, and watch out for this guy, man. He comes around screaming. That car's just rips, dude. So much grip in the way he drives it. His name is Logan Hunter. Car is so sick.
All right, and definitely no stranger to drift competition. An FD veteran, taking a little break here, but he's going to be piloting this non-piston powered, rotary powered MX-5. How far will he go? That's up to him. Mr. Kyle, the Menace Mohan. Give it up.
All right, in the Sac City Motorsports Z33, Sean Illingworth.
He might have tied Dustin Ferrell, a #1 qualifier, but the style points split him, or the competition standings, that's to be determined, but definitely a fierce competitor coming out of the FD Pro Series, Mr. Rad Dan himself, Dan Perquette.
All right, and back in his own machine, this event, it's looking good too. The Greek, the freaky Greeky, the Greek doctor, Margaritis Katsanidis.
All right, we got a whole taco party going on down here. I can't even see his car. This crew's got, what do we got? A couple salsa dips, tortillas, a chocolate chip cookie. Halloween might have been yesterday, but they're still partying, giving out the candy. My favorite goofball in his S14, Mr. John Schaefer.
All right. And last but not least, your 2025 Hot Pit Autofest champion, Rob Sharpentier! Give it up for Rob Sharpentier, making it official for your 2025 Hot Pit Autofest championship. It's locked in, boys and girls. It's locked in. The man secured the win. He's got all the beans. He already won it. He could win. He could still win the event.
Yeah, now he's just gonna shine us on. The real question is, we got the real close points for second here. So Rome's got it locked in. Pressure's off. But he's in that top 16 slot. He's going to give these guys a run for their money. No doubt about that. He's got all the coconut water. Stop by his crib. He'll let you try that. It's real good stuff. I ain't going to lie. I'm not a big coconut water guy, but that's good. So Rome piloting that E36. Send it Sally this round and in the last round of Long Beach Formula Drift. I believe we're going to send it down to Jeff, and Rome's going to have a few words here. So Jeff and Rome, what's happening down there?
Hey, here we go, we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, all drivers, please help us in congratulating Rob Sharpentier as your 2021 champion, as your 2025 champion. Get out there, get out there, get out there. He's got it next circle, he's got it. Now get on your start line. Game on, boys. That's it for us as far as me and RJ talking. Now it's up to Matt Sofa, Chris Miller, and you guys to put on one hell of a show for these Las Vegas, the Bull Ring fans. The very first drifts competition here at the Bull Ring. Welcoming Rome Sharpentier, Garagistics, and his team. Take it away, boys. Let's get to drifting.
All right, that is locked in. Mr. Rome Sharpentier off to stop by his pick up a Garagistic Rome RCP merch as he celebrates this championship, the 2025 Hot Pit Autofest champion. Now,
yeah, he had a celebratory coconut water shower down there. I saw.
I'm sure that was full of coconut water. As rest of these gentlemen will get back in their vehicles, we're gonna get these guys lined up. Shout out to Greg Jones, Jeff Jones' own brother. He's got a cool magazine called Drift Illustrated, the only printed magazine covering the drift sport. So if you're interested in picking up a copy of that, head over to their Instagram, Drift Illustrated, or in the booth over here in the pavilion. See, Jeff Jones is eager to get these guys ripping and roaring here as he hands off to Wesley Stump in that VQ nitrous-powered 370Z. I want to give it a shout out to our sponsors for making this all happen. Of course, Jeff Jones Racing, the Big Duck Club, Action Clutch, and of course, big thanks to the Las Vegas Speedway letting us use this venue, the Bull Ring. The sun has set, like I said, but the temperatures are going to rise here as the top 16 battles get going.
All right, and tonight's event is powered by Icon Mechanical, the pit crew for Nevada homes and businesses. Say hi to Team Icon at their booth, and don't forget to enter the raffle tonight for a free preventative maintenance service. Thank you, Icon Mechanical.
All right, these guys are going to get their tires changed if needed and fueled up, car strapped in, drivers ready, and we're going to go to a quick commercial break, few minutes here, so stick around on the internet and definitely stick around if you're in the building. And remember, if you want to see those replays here that we talk about, since we can't really show you them in the building, make sure to check out the live stream at youtube.com/HOTPIT Autofest. We'll be right back.
Who knows what was going to happen? It's close to the rain, but, you know, bittersweet. I've been saying with what's happening with Irwindale, oh my God.
Drifting. One of the driver's technique or intentionally oversteer a car to lose traction while maintaining control. In short, the car goes sideways while still going forward throughout the corner.
Top 16, round 5, the finales of HOTPIT Autofest, the finales of Irwindale Speedway. Oh my God.
Officially the last drifting competition at Irwindale.
Sadly, your last drift competition here at Irwindale Speedway, HOTPIT Autofest round 5. And that will officially round off our top 32. We'll see you here at the top 16.
If there is an amazing part of a show, there is an opposite side of it.
Oh, and Lewis with contact. Not horrible.
Come on, okay. The LS Doctor, Katsanidis!
It's like we got a fire from here. It looks like a fire. It's just a tiny little fire out back.
Back up at 4 o'clock. We're going to have the boys out here, national anthem, autograph sessions. All the things are happening. Let's have some fun. Thank you guys for coming out. See you in a little bit.
Before we get to the drift part, it is an Autofest. We enjoy all collaborations.
We're really excited to have you guys here. Really excited to have you here with HOTPIT.
joining us. Awesome cars.
Beecham gets the win officially. Trenton Beecham gets the win, moves on to the final. Give it up for both these drivers. Give it up for... Got the fire action right there, right behind the drivers there. The touch and go, and then filling that outer zone is Rome again.
Sharpentier keeping great proximity from Doug. Sharpentier just absolutely not shaking whatsoever.
For the official finale, the top 16 of the very first drift competition at the Bull Ring here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. All right, let's get these drivers hyped. They can hear you. So on 3, I want you to stomp your feet and cheer as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3, stomp your feet! Oh, it's like a 4.2, Matt.
Yeah, I think we can do better than that.
I think we can do better than that. One more time. Stomp your feet! Oh, that's like a 5.0.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We'll ramp it up later here as we get in the top 2 and 3. Like you said, this is the first drift competition at the Bull Ring at Las Vegas Speedway. We got some very big heater competition coming here in the top 16. Let's go over our competition format here. Chris, we got drivers compete in a single elimination head-to-head battles. Each battle consists of 2 runs. The higher qualifier leads the first run and then chases the second. 3 judges determine a winner or decide to have the battle go one more time if it's just that too close to call.
Which happens. We just seen it. So the lead driver goes what you want to see from the driver in the front. Run the qualifying line. Run a 100-point qualifying run. Run a chaseable lead run, so obviously you want to have a clean run for something to chase. Like you said, good canvas, pretty picture. And then for the last criteria, we're going to want to follow the power alley brake zone location in the track layout map.
Excellent, Chris. And of course, the trace driver goals, the one that's going to be behind the lead driver, we want them to initiate no later than the lead driver and maintain close proximity to the lead driver with as much duration as possible. Match or better the lead driver's angle and mimic the lead driver's transitions and line throughout the course.
All right, an incomplete run, it consists of spinning out opposite drift. Opposite drift, obviously, is what it sounds like, going the wrong way. Unsportsmanlike conduct, we generally don't deal with that here. And an inactive chase, which we have seen one of today.
Yeah, we did. Unfortunately, we'll have to talk to the judges about that one. But getting to our track layout here for all you guys on the live stream, we have the start line in the lower left corner. So they're going to whip it into the bank as fast as they can and fill out that outer zone 1 completely in that yellow area. And they're going to transition off the bank into 3 inner clips, that 1, 2, 3 inner clip cone, and then transition back onto the bank into touch and go here near the track exit. And they're going to swing that into outer zone 2, which is our final outer zone, and then they're going to transition back onto the bank surface, get a little comfortable with the touch and go there, and then swing it out, unwinding after the finish.
It's like a little knot.
Yeah, a little slip knot, if you will. And while Dustin Ferrell, #1 qualifier, warms up the tires going against Sam Magmi in a borrowed car, let's give a shout out to our sponsors: Jeff Jones Racing, Big Duck Club, Big Drift Energy, BC Racing, WiseFab, Action Clutch, the Prisma Lab, Lockdown Performance. And speaking of Lockdown Performance, if you got one of their balls, their green balls that you caught in the audience, go get a prize at their booth in the U.S. Marine Corps Force. Can't do drifting without tires as these guys warm up their tires. We got Zestino tires, Zeknova tires, X-Comp, and Velino. Chris, break down this bracket here for me, please.
All right, so we're looking, oh man, this is a crazy looking bracket. So on the left side of the bracket, we got Dustin Ferrell and Sam Magmi currently warming up. Kyle Mohan, John Schaefer. Next, we got Rome Sharpentier and Ryan Fischer. And then Cody Breitenstein and Aaron Velasquez.
Yeah, right side of the bracket, we got the Greek Docker, Margaritas Katsanidis against young buck Logan Hunter. Then we'll have Josh Stewart going up against Casey Chavez, and Luke Pakula is going against Sac City Sean Illingworth. And then we'll finalize our top 16 anyway with Wesley Stump going against none other than Rad Dan Perquette. All right, we got these guys giving us the fierce gaze at the start. Their tires are warmed up. They're ready to throw down here. We got a prospect driver against a potential prospect driver. Dustin has been taking out pros left and right. He took all three of them out last round, Chris, when we were here.
Pro Slayer.
Dustin, no stranger to the competition. Our #1 qualifier, like I said, Magmi piloting a borrowed car, but nothing that he's not familiar with from the Garagistic camp. I heard he had his own hands on that engine, so he's ready to just shred, see what he can do against our current #2 leader in the championship.
So this, like we got to focus on that right now. Is we're in a battle for second at this point because Rome Sharpentier's locked in.
He's locked
so everybody's coming after Dustin Ferrell in his second place position.
Well, then we got Josh Stewart in the background there. There's a tight race there. So Dustin Ferrell is going to be out of the gate here. Sam Magmi gives chase. He swings it in there as expected, putting some gap in between him and that Garagistic BMW. Ferrell very deep into outer zone 1. Magmi trying to catch up here as if he's struggling. A little wavering from Dustin Ferrell as Sam takes out some cones, and Ferrell gets real comfortable with that touch-and-go wall as he swings into outer zone 2. Nice and deep there. Magmi making up some real estate as he swings around from touch-and-go. One wide finish, and Sam Magmi struggling to stay in the frame here, Chris.
Yeah, so a little bit of kind of a struggle there from Sam. Not typically what we see. He's usually, I'm wondering if that car is as powerful as he's used to, because he pilots a pretty strong
he was telling me it has the little quirks with that type of chassis, but here, break it down for me.
So look at this. So beautiful run from little Webby here out front. Sam, like I said, he's struggling a little bit to get there. He finally makes it, but there he goes again. Little Webby gapping him, putting on the gap. Sam tries to dive in here, cuts that middle clip, shoots a little far into that zone here. And look how close Dustin Ferrell is to the wall. They're almost sweeping the banner off, filling the zones perfectly, getting the entire car in the zone. So is Sam Magmi, just a lot later. And then just barely hitting that last outer zone there with Dustin Ferrell, but beautiful run nonetheless.
Absolutely. Now they're going to switch positions here. Sam Magmi is going to get the clean air in that borrowed car, while Dustin Ferrell is going to kind of set back a little bit, about a car length or so. There's no definitive rules here on how far they can set back. I guess it's kind of a gentleman's agreement, but I feel, most of the time the chase driver needs to stay about right where Dustin is.
Yeah, so that's to get a tiny bit more run up, right? So you can keep up with the lead driver, even though they're in the chicane. You still want that's still a little bit of a helps you out, getting.
Yeah, they were talking about that because we don't really have a start light. It's kind of old-fashioned arm drop here, and if there's some kind of controversy if the lead driver jumps or whatever, but. Chase driver, just watch the car. Watch the attitude of it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, just give himself a little bit of a buffer then, huh? All right, so ready to send him. Sam Magmi out front. I always get that chassis code wrong, so I'm not going to say it.
It's definitely a BMW. All right, Sam out front, that pink and green Garagistic, and a lot of power there from Dustin Ferrell, showing some dominance early on as he gets a little unsettled, but Sam's not even wavered there. He did have a midline in the bank, and Dustin is here to party as he loses some real estate through the inner clips, and Dustin comes back like from a lazy transition from Sam there. He's trying to adapt to it. Dustin, a very good adaptive driver here in the chase position. He does close the gap here after outer zone 2. Closes the gap right on the door of that Garagistic BMW, Sam Magmi. That was impressive. I got to say, usually Dustin's a little more calculated than that.
As wild of a chase run as that was, it was really nice, and he cleaned it up there at the end.
What a gentleman's agreement there. There was no, he didn't put him in the bank, but that was exciting.
No contact to the front wheels, though, so the cars are acting pretty good. Sam looks real settled, even though there was a little bit of contact. And Dustin Ferrell struggling here in the back. He sort of cleans it up here, but there's a little funky bunch up right there from Sam Magmi trying to get out there to the touch and go. Cleaning it up a little bit at the end, but here comes little Webby into the door of Sam Magmi.
Very good job there by Dustin Ferrell. Kind of recovered there in the last half of that battle in his chase position. I feel like he did show the dominance right off the bat, but then if we're comparing lead to lead, I feel like Dustin had a better lead over Sam, but that's not for us. We get to judge without consequence. It's up to the judges. They're going to be reviewing the replay on their own here off camera as we're waiting for a result, and we're watching that checkered flag wave as we'll see who's going to move on to the top 8 here and potentially go against Kyle Mohan or John Schaefer is going to be our second battle of the top 16. There's still a little deliberation going on. You kind of notice that slow transition going into touch and go from Sam in the lead position. A lot to unpack here. I feel
they both had struggles in the chase position. I feel like Dustin though had a really nice lead run. You know what I mean? If you scratch both chase runs because they both had pretty big mistakes. If you look at the lead runs, Dustin Ferrell I think was way out ahead.
Yeah, and Sam was completely absent of that touch and go that's near the track exit here. So I think that's going to be a deficit in that camp. We're still looking at some things there. If maybe if Sam's straightened there in his chase position, they're looking at that first run of this battle here. As we sit and simmer here, the temperatures have definitely become super comfortable here. That's that Las Vegas sun here, even though it's the 1st of November, it's still kind of stingy. Yeah,
enough to get you a little beady on your back of your neck, you know.
Oh, for sure. You're definitely going to get some color there. Again, big shout out to everybody coming out here. So maybe we'll let the crowd decide here for a second or two. Anybody who thinks that Dustin Ferrell in that S15 won, let me hear ya. Yeah, all right. Anybody who thinks that Mr. Sam Magmi got it, let me hear ya.
I hear a little bit over there on the right. We got some Sam fans.
What about one more time? Oh, I see a lot of head movement there. Maybe we should get that foot. All right, everybody. I want an earthquake factor of like 6.0 here.
6.0.
Everybody, get those feet rumbling on those bleachers. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear it.
A little stronger, a little stronger.
A little stronger.
Let's see if that motivated the judges to pick a winner. Oh, they're watching it back. Oh, we get to see as well.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what? Yeah, they're looking at the crash. So judges, I can see from here, they're looking at the crash and then the run after the crash, basically.
Yeah, it kind of looks like to me, you know, without getting too distracted there, if they're seeing if maybe Dustin had an incomplete due to that crash. But, you know, maybe Mike can give us that run-up of the second run. So maybe we can show the live stream anyway what we're kind of talking about here.
Yeah, maybe we watch what the judges are watching, huh?
Yeah, that'd be a real treat. I'm sure there we go. All right, so here's the run-up. Here's the contact. Now, what I think might be in question is if Dustin came out of drift. You can see that front wheel still in drift. The tires are still lit, a little foot braking. Technically, there's still smoke there, but I wouldn't even call it an initiation. This kind of goes back to what is drifting. The car's trajectory and attitude still look like
it was sideways,
drifting,
yeah,
despite what the front wheels were doing. Now, if you guys can't, in the building here, like I said, tune into youtube.com/HOTPIT Autofest, and we can, look at this together. But you can see here he does a aggressive job here on the run-up. The contact.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you steer in just to adjust, to flick back to angle. That could be all that was.
Yeah, he's using all the tools in his handbag to keep that thing, in play, so to speak. It looks like we are watching the same thing the judges are. So
he's still sideways.
He's sideways, but
does he come straight?
It's like 5 degrees.
It's within a few degrees of straight for sure.
And in my most humble opinion, I feel like that's a more of a deficit than missing an entire zone in Sam's.
You feel like this is a bigger deficit?
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
And it'd be kind of an upset for Dustin here as he went full ham sandwich there on the initiation.
Yeah, that's a pretty big adjustment. And the run isn't bad after that though. He does, sort of clean it up. He's chasing.
Yeah, absolutely. After
proximity.
that, absolute banger of a chase, which we expect from him.
And then Sam misses the zone. So, but not like you said, not the hugest mistake.
Yeah, but the car obviously it was still in drift. So.
Yeah.
To be determined here. I'm sure she's getting tired of waving that flag. You can take a break.
Triceps.
It looks like we might have a decision here from the judges. They're looking a little more relaxed. Here we go. The result. One more time. We're going to see these guys go one more time. Give it up for these drivers. They're going to get some fresh tires, fresh fuel.
Well deserved.
And
this is kind of like a UFC fight, and I think I've mentioned this analogy before, but like if it's a championship fight and they go all 5 rounds, you kind of don't want to leave it up to the judge. You know what I mean? Like you almost want a 6th round every time, And usually they'll give it to the champion in like some weird gentleman's thing. But
and I feel like Dustin didn't want to leave it in the judge's hands.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
But he did come out of there I think Dustin got new life.
Yeah. No, I think that was by the skin of his teeth for sure, but well deserved. One more time from both.
All right,
drivers.
next battle. Pistons versus Rotaries and Doritos. Kyle Mohan's going to go up against John Schaefer here.
Two SoCal boys.
So we still don't even have one winner from top 16 yet. It's only our second battle though. So got a couple SoCal guys. John Schaefer's got some FD crew experience under his belt, and Mohan's an OG in Long Beach. And yeah, let's give the judges their flowers on why they went to one more time. Riley, get that headset on and give me the tea.
All right, give me a second here because I just got music in my ear, so it's very loud. It's still there. But yeah, so when it came to Sam and Dustin, obviously on the lead, Dustin's lead, I mean, he had a killer lead run. Had a little weird section through the inner clips out here in the front, and that was kind of the only thing that we saw in that. Then obviously when they switched positions, obviously with him diving in on that, we were reviewing and looking really closely to make sure as far as the braking that Sam did. So he's allowed to brake on initiation, set the car, then the contact happened, and then he was braking again. And then, so I think it kind of threw him out. So
you just kind of made that a wash.
Yeah, so we didn't want to spend that much time looking at it as much as we did. Right. But it's important to give a fair shake. So in this case, we all three agreed that a one more time is the right move.
Very good. Thank you, Riley, for that insight there. It's very helpful. As we get on to our second battle here, John Schaefer is going to be leading that S14 as he qualified number 8 yesterday, and Kyle Mohan qualifying 24th, so that's why he's going to be able to, John's going to be able to lead first as we're getting the countdown here from our starter here, and they're going to be off here. Chris, take it away.
All right, so John Schaefer out front, gonna swing it here for you. Big old feint every single time. Balls to the wall, and Kyle Mohan not shaking, gonna dive right in there. A little low on the bank for Schaefer. Actually not quite filling that zone. Let's see what he's got for the rest of the run. Kyle Mohan right there next to him, gonna dive into the door there through the power alley. And John Schaefer transitions out to that outer zone. Again, not quite hitting the outer zone like he's gonna want to. He definitely can fill him better. There we go. There's John Schaefer filling that zone. But beautiful looking run. Kyle Mohan doing a really good job of keeping pace.
Yeah, very, I mean, I think we're in the top 16. A little to polish up here as I really like John's initiation here. You know, he's always using all the track. You know, he paid his admission fees. He's going to use all the track. But like you said, he's only mid-bank here. We expected him to be hanging out there. Mohan kind of weebling and wobbling in the chase position here. I thought he kind of straightened out there, was going to almost looking for contact, and then kind of reeled it back a little bit as John Schaefer draws that arc a little shallower coming in that. So I feel like that gave opportunity for Mohan to kind of dial it back in and have an opportunity to reel John back in that chase position.
So Mohan's got a real nice opportunity here to just literally lay down a nice run, and I think he can squeak this out by fault of Schaefer not hitting the zones. I mean, just by default, you know what I mean?
Yeah, John definitely missed touch and go 1 there. So if Mohan can go really tall, high on the bank and really shine the judges on, I think that's gonna win here. Because if Schaefer puts on a decent chase run, I don't think it's gonna be enough if Mohan can put a real heater run here, because there's a lot of things that John didn't check in that lead position. So let's get those rotaries revved up here as Mohan does a kind of a similar transition.
Yeah.
John dives in, and there goes Mohan getting to that wing towards that yellow paint, and Schaefer's right there with him. Woo! Coming off the bank. Let's see how they do the attitude of the cars. The rotaries running away from transition to touch and go. Schaefer right here, leaving the pocket open. So if I'm going to have to take a, just at face value of what happened there, I feel like Mohan did a little better of a lead than John at this time. Showing up tonight.
Mohan's carrying a big stick right now with a nice flick initiation. He said, I could do that too, bud. I've been around for a long time. Hugging the wall, basically dragging the wing up there. Look at Schaefer going to inch in, not quite there. And Mohan smoking it, absolutely smoking it through the power alley, hitting all the touch and goes. Right into that outer zone. Like I said, all he really needs to do is lay down a nice qualifying run here in the lead, and he's by default, just hitting all the zones, running the perfect line, giving Schaefer a run for his money here in the top 16.
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what Kyle needed to do here to get himself advanced. I don't know if it's just jitters or track temperatures are dropping, so there could be some adjustments there since John's been out here. In top 32, the sun was out. It is now settled, so as you may or may not know, track temperatures go down, the grip goes up.
Yeah, I'm
and
always
that is
interested
it.
to see. Ooh, there we
Kyle
go.
Mohan gets the win. Kyle Mohan gets the win. Give it up for Kyle Mohan.
It's always interesting to see how track conditions change in the top 16 because it doesn't feel like that big of a gap, an hour and a half or 2 hours or however long we take a break in between 32 and 16. But in that time, the track temps can drop a few degrees, and that it does a world of difference.
Yeah, I think it was as these guys celebrate. I heard a little tip from Jeff Jones one time that every 10 degrees. Yeah. So yeah, put your hands together for John Schaefer. He will exit the building here. We'll probably see him next season and around here. Formidable competitor here in Hot Pit Autofest, and Kyle Mohan will move on to the top 8 to battle our one more time winner from Dustin Ferrell or Sam Magmi.
So that's the last time we're going to see John Schaefer here at this year at Hot Pit Autofest, but doing very well for himself this season. Pretty high in the rankings as far as points go.
So we're going to climb back into top 16. We're going to go to Rome, Sharpentier, and Ryan Fischer. They're going to get their tires warmed up. So Ryan Fischer, a little newer to the game, but he does have quite the weapon sitting underneath him from the Alec Hollandale camp. That's Alec Hollandale's old car. And Rome Sharpentier is in his, I think that thing's still registered and insured. Send It Sally. He actually piloted that thing in Long Beach too here not too long ago.
Yeah, one time we threw a car meet like yard sale thing, and he drove up in that. I was like, "What? Isn't this your competition car?" He's like, "No, this is the street car." I was like, "Jeez."
Yeah, he's like, is it your pro car or your street car? He's like, yes.
Yeah.
So Fischer's making quick work of his burnout there. Yeah, we were kind of chuckling earlier because he was losing power steering or self-steer, and when RJ, we were saying, well, if he's a big dude, like he could make that thing self-steer. He could bench press both of us. So
he don't need power steering, man. There's no way he needs it.
He was given a thumbs up. Maybe that was to Rome, so that he could pull up and kind of dial in where he wants to start this thing off as we get kind of a decent POV here of the start.
Rome's going to do a little bullying here. Already the champ, but going to give these guys as much of a struggle as he can. Also going to try to win the event regardless.
Yeah, he's going to be looking for bragging rights now.
Yeah, no championship status all the way. Rome Sharpentier out front, going to give us a nice little flick entry, bumper to the wall, and Ryan Fischer a little low, but he's going to inch in a little close, doing okay. He could be a little closer. I've seen him drive drive more aggressively, but Rome doing all right, and Ryan Fischer flicking on the lights there in the chase position, and Rome doing a really nice job of just filling the zones, drawing the line, keeping an angle. He's very smooth and controlled, calculated, and Ryan Fischer cleaning that chase run up.
Not a bad run here, I'll tell you what, Chris. That was a pretty good attempt of Ryan Fischer to keep up with that pro driver, Rome, but definitely need to get a hotter start here. He did reel him in here towards the end of the bank, but then it was a little too late because they had to leave that bank. Yeah. You can see them both pouring on the throttle here as they flirt with the out of bounds, but Rome calculated through that inner clip, and Fischer here needed to mimic that transition just a little bit better, but he does reel him in here right before outer zone 2. Rome, cool as a cucumber out front there. Fischer, again, needed to time that transition just to get in that pocket afterwards a little earlier to really shine us on in that chase. So now he'll be able to get the clean air, and Rome will be able to, try and get those bragging rights and move on to the top 8 as Fischer will get out front while Rome gives chase.
And in hot pit champion fashion, Rome absolutely filling the zones on that run. Even the last one, which everybody's not been doing quite so much. It's a little hard to get both back tires in there, but Ryan Fischer out front in the Fischer Firearms S14, gonna swing it too. We love faint entries at Hot Pit Autofest. And Rome Sharpentier gonna dive right into the door there, not shaking one bit. That was short-lived there for Ryan Fischer as Rome Sharpentier, kind of a weird little transition there. And Ryan Fischer taking out one of the clips there. Rome Sharpentier having a little bit of a weird chase line, but he's cleaning it up here. Punting the cone out, but Ryan Fischer filling the zone. Real nice smoky angly run there for Ryan Fischer. Is he gonna get up the last outer zone? Yes, he does. And Rome Sharpentier's right there with him in the end.
Yeah, it kind of looked, we talk about you need to have a good lead run to have a good chase run. And I think this is kind of a test of that. Ryan did a good job of initiating. Rome was very early to the party here, putting on the pressure early on through that outer zone 1, and there was a little bit of a jerkiness there. I think Ryan hesitated, so he put him in a good position to get off that bank. But then here, I think Rome kind of didn't anticipate that transition there very well, and he almost went off course there. There was almost 3 tires off, but definitely kept at least 2 back on there, and he kind of struggled a little bit to stay in that pocket, whether it was because Ryan wasn't in where he expected him to, or he just kind of got lost in the sauce. But you can see these guys giving each other their flowers, and Rome also is one of those guys that learned drifting real fast and has become a pro in like no year's time. And Ryan's right there. I think he's been driving for a total of 2 years, and he's already out here driving with pros in a hot pit, which is one of the best things I love about hot pit is you don't have to have an absolute weapon here in the Las Vegas bull ring here. So
shredder too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right,
and your winner for that battle is Rome Sharpentier. Rome gets the win. RCP, we'll see him in the top 8. And he will go on to the winner of our battle between Cody Breitenstein and Aaron Velasquez, which I'm not sure if that'll be happening next, or we'll go to our one more time between Dustin Ferrell and Sam Magmi. So you guys are going to give their flowers. Probably going to get some smoky burnouts here in typical win or lose fashion. They still got tires up. Yeah, he's like, yeah, you want to do some burnouts? Yeah, let's do some burnouts. You good with burnouts? Yeah. Everybody's good with burnouts. Everybody, you want to see these guys do some cookers? Yeah, let's see some more burnouts.
They don't need those tires anymore.
Aw, there we go. Fischer's got us. He's got us covered. That's gonna be the last time he's gonna fry some tires this weekend here, but we do have a Sunday Fun Day tomorrow. If you guys want, welcome to join here, as Fischer will definitely be out here partying. He's gonna make a outer zone 3 there on his own. So let's get those guys. Let's get Rome's. Yeah, I don't know.
Rear wheel. It's either dirty or maybe slight deep beat or something. Looks a little wobbly. All right, so moving on to our next battle. This is going to be the last battle of this side of the bracket. Oh, no. Are we going to the one more time?
One more time against Dustin Ferrell and Sam Magmi. They're already warming up their tires here. Underglows on. Dustin Ferrell piloting that Black Cloud Brotherhood 2F Performance S15. Shout out to Max and the boys there, slinging the limiter gloves in the typical Black Cloud fashion against Sam Magmi.
In the very borrowed garagistic.
Yeah, we can't tell you that enough, but he's always a treat on and off the track, Sam is. And likewise with Ferrell, he's really coming into his own. The last time I competed in Pro-Am was the first time Dustin competed in Pro-Am, and that was 7 years ago in his S13. So good times.
So he's been competing for a while.
Oh, yeah, a wee bit.
He's a Pro-Am OG. See if we can get that license there for Dustin Ferrell. I'm sure he's definitely already got it, but.
All right, we're going to give these guys the thumbs up and the countdown. Who's it going to be? Ferrell getting that cleaner out front. Sam Magmi, bumperless, giving chase as Ferrell does kind of a more of a fainter entry as he gets real high on the bank, though. Sam struggling to match the angle and the proximity as Dustin comes off the bank, looking pretty through that. Sam coming out of the smoke like a hot pirate out of there, coming into Dustin flirting with that wall. Sam sticking there with him, and as he gets into outer zone 2, Sam Magmi losing a bit of that real estate that he just gained through the inner clip, and still continues to have a car or two between them. Surprisingly, but man, I think Dustin changed the tune-up in that JZ or the suspension. He's got a good crew chief there dialing in that car all around there. Shout out to Darren there. So break it down here for me, Chris.
So he's gonna be stoked on that one more time. Getting way up there on the bank this time, real deep into that outer zone, filling it, lots of smoke. Sam Magmi almost getting lost in there, but somehow snapping through the smoke here, closing the proximity on Dustin Ferrell. But Dustin Ferrell is gonna take a little bit, put a little bit more power down and leave him again, just a little bit more of a gap. As he rounds out that last outer zone into the last outer clip, Sam Magmi kind of inching in, not too close, but closing, reeling him in ever so slightly.
Yeah, there was, I really think Dustin did another good clinic there for a lead run. He checked all the boxes and then some. He wasn't too deep in the inner clips. I mean, he put the power down and didn't sacrifice a lot of angle in order to, gain that momentum over Sam Magmi. But now the bumperless, whatever E-Series BMW this is, I'm not good with that. So We're getting the countdown from our starter, or almost. We're waiting for the thumbs up. Dustin Ferrell, they're getting it, and they're out of there. They're out of the gate. Let's put the power down here. Ferrell's chasing down Sam Magmi. He does another flank entry. Going into outer zone 1. Dustin wasting no time to get that proximity as he matches the angle with Sam as they come off the bank. Let's see if he can come out of the smoke and gain that proximity even more. He's got a busted headlight shining through the smoke. Dustin Ferrell is trying to get back into that pocket as he kind of lost through the inner clips as Sam fills out outer zone 1. He's a little too deep there. He drops a tire or two, but Ferrell's right there with them. There's the transition. That's what we were expecting to see a little early on, but he does pull through towards the end.
Dustin Ferrell knocking on the door there at the end of that lap. So Sam Magmi getting really comfortable in that car now. Going to give us a nice flick entry all the way to the wall, all the way to that outer zone. And Dustin Ferrell super comfortable from moment 1, just diving in, poke through the smoke. A little
yeah,
late there.
You see how close Sam was to that the track limit there. I think that's what happened with Dustin was
he was just a little late.
He wasn't trying to go off course in order to gain that proximity. So that's good temperament and wherewithal from Dustin.
Yeah, definitely enough though from Dustin Ferrell. I'm sure that it was a little bit of an adjustment, but way aggressive run other than that.
So what do you think out there, guys? Who do you think got it this time? Is it the BMW on your left crowd? What do you think? Or is it Dustin Ferrell in the S15?
Yeah, I think we're having a Dustin Ferrell crowd right now.
Or do you think it's going to go another one more time?
No, the judges are picking pretty quick this time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's unanimous.
I mean, it's unanimous that they have paper in the air, but the flag girl there will have probably less of a time out there than last battle that these guys went against. So we'll get the result here shortly as shout out to all our sponsors here from the tires and graphic. Hey. Yep, Dustin Ferrell. Dustin Ferrell gets the win. Put your hands together for Mr. Little Webby.
As Matt said, shout out to our tire sponsors. Shout out to Zestino Tires, Zeknova Tires, XCOM Tires, and Valino Tires. Thank you guys. Couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, definitely can't have drifting without tires.
You could. It just wouldn't be very fun at all. All right, so now we're moving on to the last battle of the left side of our bracket. It's going to be Cody Breitenstein versus Aaron Velasquez.
Yeah, you are a little more familiar with these guys. They're in your neck of the woods there. Chris Velasquez, he's always super appreciative. I like talking to him, off track, and he seems to be a real heavy hitter here.
Yeah, so I would say Aaron Velasquez is more of a Dustin Ferrell, Forrest Wang kind of driver. Lets it all balls to the wall, lets it all hang out. Like a John Schaefer. Cody Breitenstein's a lot more calm and calculated. He's only aggressive when he needs to be. He's one of those really clean, put down the run, put down the points drivers.
Okay, so he's straight up, not as much flair as you'd say as Velasquez.
I wouldn't say no flair, but more of a by the book driver. Okay. If that makes any sense. People like Aaron Velasquez come from the street.
We'll compare it to bowling. Like me, I'm down the middle, no muss, no fuss. Velasquez, he's throwing the curve.
Oh yeah, he's riding the edge. He's pushing it to the limit.
Yeah, I'm throwing gutter balls, but
yeah, he likes to fly close to the sun. Sometimes it gets you. Sometimes you get burnt.
Well, you can't make an omelet without cracking eggs.
That's right. So, Cody Breitenstein
is taking his sweet time getting up there. Come on, buddy. All right.
I believe Velasquez is going to lead, right?
Yes, he qualified number 4. So that'll put him in the lead position first. So he'll get that fresh air, and Cody will give chase in that. It's still a hatch, S13.
Once on its roof, upside down hatch.
That's probably why it doesn't have any hatch glass anymore. But I was looking at that thing when I first saw it in San Bernardino.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a hatch?
It's recovered now.
We're getting the countdown, 3, 2, 1, and they're out of the gate.
All right, so Aaron Velasquez out front. Gonna probably see a nice big flick from him too. There we go. Not super aggressive, but that's all he needs to get out there into that outer zone, filling it nicely. And Cody Breitenstein diving in there. Like I said, real calm and calculated, but aggressive when he needs to be. Aaron Velasquez is going to take a little bit of a run from him there as he transitions in that outer zone there. Smooth massaging around that corner into the outer zone. Cody Breitenstein following the lead. Mimicking the run pretty good, except for that last outer zone there, not quite getting out there to where Aaron Velasquez was.
Yeah, we did. We saw a really good textbook here from Aaron. He, like you said, wanted to see a little more aggression in the entry. I think he could have put himself a little higher earlier into that zone, but Cody doing a great job of getting that proximity early on in the mid bank, and very shallow line there, kind of not leaving a lot of room for that chase car. Cody does a great job of adapting to it. I like his mimic here going in the touch and go one. Cody needed to close that door just a little bit, but Aaron's out there, you know, throwing the angle, very minimal corrections as Cody does get some opportunity to close the gap, but then kind of throws it away there and almost comes out of drift. Yeah, they might. I see some hand wave of the fingers here over in the judges' corner that he might have came out of drift before.
He might have shut it down early.
That's not really up to me. They're not going to tell me yet. We'll find out after the end of this run, the second half of the battle, as Mr. Cody Breitenstein gets the clean air and Velasquez will give chase.
Yeah, it was almost an early shutdown there. It looked like, you know.
Yeah, I want to say
just let off the gas just a second early.
Never give up.
Yeah.
Never surrender. As Mr. Breitenstein gets a signal to go off through the chicane. And here we go. He's going to get the flick. A little more aggressive than Velasquez, but he keeps it high and tight. Could have used a little more angle. Velasquez used that to advantage as he gets close to the door, as Breitenstein gets a little wider angle there, leaving the door open for Velasquez. Going off frame here as he goes a little wide in that inner clip zone as we get through touch and go. Breitenstein's absent of it as we get through outer zone 2, deep into there, probably dropping a tire or two. Velasquez keeping the pressure on through the finish line as they unwind.
So
Great
Cody
job.
Breitenstein, man, he's doing.
I was looking pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
He's putting a little spanking on him right now. Not to take anything away from Aaron Velasquez, but man, look at that flick. A little bit more aggressive, like you said. He could have had more angle. Aaron Velasquez just pulls right up to the door here. Cody Breitenstein says, knock, knock. All right, so pulling away here is Cody Breitenstein. Gets a little bit of a gap there. Establishes a quite a big gap there for Cody Breitenstein. Aaron Velasquez missing that outer zone, but closing the gap. Proximity is here for Aaron Velasquez as Cody Breitenstein rounds out that run. Very smooth transition, and just about gets the left tire into that outer zone as Aaron Velasquez is still keeping the proximity.
Yeah, I wonder if this is going to be a quick gun because of the potential unwinding before the finish line that Cody had in his chase. So we'll see here. The guys are kind of looking at their own replay. If maybe we could get a look at that, Mike, what the judges are looking at. And I want to say that was the end of Cody's chase run as these guys give each other flowers again. Hands in the air. I love the sportsman-like.
Give it up for Aaron Velasquez. Give it up for Cody Breitenstein. A little bit of hype track there. All love for both drivers.
I love it. Again, this couldn't happen without our sponsors, Jeff Jones Racing, the Big Duck Club, Big Drift Energy, BC Racing, WiseFab, Action Clutch, the Prisma Lab, Lockdown Performance, U.S. Marine Corps. Thank you guys so much for making this happen. Everyone, put your hands together for these drivers. Let's go.
And one more time for the rubber. Thank you, Zestino Tires, Zec Nova Tires, XCOM Tires, and Valino Tires. We appreciate your support.
Survey says... They'll save it for the next battle. But we will be going on to the right half of our bracket here with Mr. Greek Doctor himself, Katsanidis Margaritis, going against young buck Logan Hunter. And there they are, Margaritis in his pink E46.
Logan Hunter in the, I believe Matt Powers will correct.
You are correct. And hold on to that thought. We're going to have Judge Riley here, like he's honorable judge, going to break down this that last run between Cody Breitenstein and...
I still got music.
How do you still have music? Mine's off.
Oh, well, I'm still
Just
on,
talk.
but
Just
whatever. We'll wing
give
it.
me the
So
tea, Riley. Give
we
me
were
the tea.
actually all just split on that. We just wanted to clarify. So one went Aaron, one went Cody. I went one more time.
Okay.
In my case, I felt that they both had their faults in their runs, and I'd want to see them run it back. Cody's driving like a maniac.
Right.
And you know, Aaron was driving pretty well, but he had his share of mistakes too. And obviously the other guys felt one way or another opposite way. So
right down
we'll
the
run it
middle.
back.
Right down the middle split.
Yeah, that's a
split.
organic one more time, as Tommy says.
100% pasture raised one more time. All right, thanks, Riley. All right, looks like they're done warming up their tires as Katsanidis actually qualified third in last night, and Logan Hunter with a formidable 14. So Logan's going to give chase first, while Mr. Katsanidis gets.
So both drivers in the top 32 of qualifying. So we've got some high qualifier battles right here.
Absolutely. All right. Let's turn it up here. You can see that fierce gaze from the Greek LS doctor there. He's got the, what was that, the radulence. Have you seen that toe rig of his?
Yeah, it's bad.
My goodness, that's like, it's like half ambulance, half Mad Max with dual tires in the back. It's great. So Katsanidis out front. Hunter giving chase. He's going to try and get that Greek doctor some medicine of his own as the Greek doctor gives him just that as he rings out that outer zone. Great job. You're Logan Hunter looking aggressive in the chase, trying to close the gap, and he does just that right before the touch and go, and he spins it.
Man.
Oh, heavens to Betsy, as Katsanidis is now on his own through outer zone 2 as he does that transition. That's going to be a huge deficit for the Logan Hunter in that 427 car. Good night.
So Logan Hunter, in Vegas fashion, taking a gamble there with his run, going a little too hard in the chase position. Let's run it back. So Margaritas, beautiful initiation. I knew that with that look in his eye, he was going to hit us with that. Right on the bank, filling the outer zone, lots of smoke. He's locked to angle. Logan Hunter used that as an advantage, I mean, used it to his advantage to just slide right in there, but a little too aggressive.
Contact
loses
there.
it right there. Margaritas is undisturbed though. He's all the way full lock still, unadjusting, just foot to the wood. Ready to go. Here's the last outer zone. I'm going to hit it later. Give me my trophy, you know?
Peace. Yeah, there was a little bit of contact there. I think we're looking at some crew members. Logan may be calling a competition timeout. And if that's the fact, they owe us $50 to give to you guys for a little raffle, you guys in the crowd here. But Katsanidis is going to be pulling up. Maybe they're just going to put some eyeballs in this car. If it's straight, great. Then we'll get the...
It was just a little tap.
Oh, come on. All right. No. Well, that's good news for the crowd here, because then we'll be able to, give them some trivia like you did last round, and some lucky winner will get $50 whole dollars.
50 whole bucks.
Bucks. Speaking of bucks, that's a young buck, Logan Hunter, piloting that S14. I believe he was also on his roof once.
Yeah,
last year
at Irwindale. It was crazy. Probably the craziest crash in HOTPIT Autofest history. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Shelly Hansen might have that trophy.
Oh, did she flip her?
No, but she went into the wall real bad at Ocean Speedway.
So yeah, we're gonna move on the bracket here. Mr. Josh Stewart going up against Casey Chavez. As Josh Stewart, I'm not sure why it's lead because Chavez qualified 6th, so he will lead, and Josh Stewart got 11s, and they're warming up those tires. That Stewart Fam Racing C6 Corvette, always good people. Can't say nothing bad about those guys. They're always really kind in the pits, and his driving, also aggressive, heavy hitter. I wouldn't say he's a sleeper cell anymore. The Corvette's already a race car, so those Corvette guys, you got to watch out.
No, definitely not a sleeper cell. When I see that guy coming, I already know it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, Casey's warming up that Garagistic BMW as he's going to try and shine us on with a lead run here.
And Casey Chavez has been doing really, really good. The last few rounds especially, he's stepped his driving up to a new level. I don't know if he's got more seat time. He's practicing more. Maybe it's all the HOTPIT Autofest. But Casey Chavez he's stepped his driving up a lot. His driving has been really good this year. Not that he was bad, he's just looking really solid now.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So Casey's giving an eye to the crowd there with this beautiful bullring here in Las Vegas Speedway. Many things going on in this facility. Great to be here. Beautiful night. We've had a lot of culture having their own smoke show over there in the Burnout Pit, their car show, vendors, merch, everything going on. Great time here all day and tonight. And a great competition.
How about a shout out for the track staff? Shout out to the HOTPIT Autofest track staff and to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway track staff here. Everybody's been kicking ass. We got RJ out there running around, making sure that the show go smooth. And here we got Casey Chavez out front, right to the wall. And Josh Stewart a little lazy in the back there, but he's probably going to dive in right here, use that little bit of a gap to gain some speed, and he does. Kind of closes the gap there. Casey Chavez not having any of it. Going to go right into that last outer zone. Real high angle entry there into that outer zone for Casey Chavez. Hanging on to that angle all the way through that zone. And Josh Stewart.
Oh, a little contact.
A little overcooking it, but I think the run was over. I don't think that's going to cost him too much.
Yeah, that was definitely after the roundy round checker line, which is also our finish line in this course layout here. So let me break it down here. Like you said, Josh was a little late to the party here as Casey does fire it in there beautifully into that bank. But you can see the temperament in Josh trying to reel him in, without making any big adjustments that are obvious to but he just charges forward in here and mimicking that angle really well. Again, minimal mistakes, but he really shines us on here in that chase. Casey's doing a great job. He's checking all the boxes here, getting those zones filled out, and Josh is right there with him. But right here is where he really wanted to, punch it to him as he almost straightens out to get that proximity. But I don't even think there was contact there.
Yeah,
now that we have another look at it, it looked like it was kind of independent. No harm, no foul.
Yeah. Let's
give the commander the lead here and let Casey give chase.
Just a good old overcook. Just slightly too hot there. A little well done on that one.
Yeah, it's definitely
Josh Stewart.
Definitely a moot point as it was past the finish line. So
yeah,
like I said, no harm, no foul. As we're gonna get the go ahead. I don't think we have much track cleanup. Everything looks reset. Let's get these guys rolling. And they're off. The commander, Stewart. Don't call him little as he flicks that thing left, right, left again. That's what we like to see here, getting high in the bank. Casey right there with him, left foot braking, trying to maintain control of that BMW as Josh kind of pulls out of the outer zone early, down the bank, into the flats. Here comes Casey charging away as Josh is very smooth through that inner clip zone as Casey comes in and charges towards that touch and go. Josh Stewart just on the throttle here. Casey trying to pull out some angle to get some more proximity, and Stewart just bathing him into a bunch of right there with him through the finish line. Beautiful execution from both drivers here.
A run from Josh Stewart. Save for a little bit of the bank. That was a perfect run from Josh Stewart.
Yeah, I really like that. His entry, I think he was trying to do something new and fresh.
Big flick from Josh Stewart.
It didn't fully pay off, but he definitely kept it between the mayonnaise and the mustard.
It looked really cool. Like a little early departure from the bank though, but the rest of this run, all the angles, scrubbing just a perfect amount of speed here to flick it right into the outer zone, deep into the outer zone. Josh Stewart all the way locked out, smoking him out. And Casey Chavez is actually doing a really good job in the chase position as well. But Josh's lead run is just so amazing to watch. I almost didn't see a lot of that.
Yeah, and the only thing I saw from Casey in that last transition, he kind of did a little early, came a little ahead of the pocket. That's going to probably be a little deficit. He wasn't quite where he needed to be in his chase car responsibilities.
But a lot higher on the bank, though, Casey Chavez. A lot higher on the bank.
Absolutely. That was, and that's like a third of the course. Because, like, even though we're covering, 2/3 of this course, that outer zone is about 4 times bigger than all the other zones. So how the judges weigh it, and how we like to talk about it and weigh it are two different things. So let's see if we got a result here. The graphics are up. Survey says Casey Chavez in that 167 E46 gets the win. Casey Chavez gets the win. Give it up for the BMW driver. Josh, we'll see you next time. My salute to you, Commander.
In the practice car, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Top 16 in the practice car.
You couldn't even tell.
So Casey Chavez is going to take that, run all the way to the grade 8 with it.
Yeah, Casey's going to go up against our winner of Logan Hunter or Margaritas once we get those guys back out here. But now we're going to go back to the one more time and finish the left side of the bracket of the top 16 with Aaron Velasquez and Cody Breitenstein. Both of them are getting new life. We couldn't quite get a winner there. It was a completely split decision, if I remember correctly. And
an organic split is what they refer to.
Yeah, fresh farm organic. One more time call as that's my favorite. One more time. Yeah. Unhinged. So we got that S13 back here and then a S13 coupe.
So and then another little bit of piece of lore here about Aaron Velasquez is that's a Jay-Z powered car, but he's an RB guy. He was like RB Army.
I think that's what RJ was saying yesterday.
And now he's a Jay-Z guy, or at least for the season. I'm not sure if that's just a season thing or if he's doing that now, but it's been working for him pretty well.
So looking at that, kind of thinking back at that last run, Cody had, I think besides adding maybe just what I like to call a little bit of more flair into his lead
Sure.
run, I think he had a really great, he was checking the boxes, but he needed a little more angle out of the bank to, I think, really shine the judges on. And Velasquez, I mean, I think all he had to do was maybe get some more proximity and some more temperament in that position. So let's get the thumbs up here and the visors down and get these guys rolling out. And let's get a decision here to finish that side of the bracket anyway, as Velasquez fires out of that chicane, leaving Cody almost behind here as he flicks it into the wall. Cody almost unseen in the frame here as Velasquez did a left foot braking to keep that car under control as he swings into the inner clip power alley zone as Cody gets some real estate up there, but he's a little late to the party still with the transition. Velasquez is filling out that touch and go really well there as he swings it into outer zone 2, excuse me, as Cody kind of unheard of here in that chase position. He's not too present. That's not what we needed to see in that chase position. I'm sure he's not happy with it as well, but let's break it down.
Yeah, not the chase Cody wanted there. A lot less aggressive than the previous run, but Aaron Velasquez is on one.
Oh, for sure.
Super early flick all the way to the wall, filling the zone. Lots of angle. Left foot brake for a little bit of adjustment there, but no bobble. Nice transition here through the outer zone. Through the power alley. Smooth transition in that last outer zone. His car, look how his car comes off the bank, not upset, and then when Cody comes off, very upset.
Yeah, you can see it swung out and snapped oversteer.
So there's a big difference between how their cars are reacting right now, and I think it's their line and their approach and how set Aaron Velasquez is going through the zones versus Cody trying to adjust.
Absolutely. When you're coming out of that touch and go and drawing that arc into the outer zone too, when guys are nose first, you can just tell the car gets super upset and the rear end just wants to come out from underneath them. So Cody's going to get that lead position. They switched roles. Thumbs up, thumbs down, 7 up as they say in grade school, as Cody gets that fresh air. Let's see. Kind of leaves Velasquez behind it. Maybe he's just waiting to pounce, and he does. Whoa. Cody getting way up there. Both of them matching the angle there. Velasquez getting a little ahead of the pocket there, loses some game as Cody, like a rocket ship through there in the inner clip zones, and Velasquez is going to try and make up for that as they swing through touch and go like a flash as Cody gets into the outer zone. Velasquez right there with him, knocking on his door. That's what we needed to see there in the chase position. He clears a little bit of stick off his bumper and finishes the run. Great job by Aaron Velasquez. I think that's what we needed to see. Great. Cody definitely improved his bank, but I think Velasquez really shined us on with that.
That's no fair. How are we going to get it? That's going to got to be another one more time, right?
Oh, nonsense, poopy pants. Let's break it down.
That's no fair. So awesome run here from Cody. Super, super aggressive. He's letting it all hang out right now. And Aaron Velasquez got a little lost. Almost couldn't believe it there for a second, but dials it in, cleans it up right here, reels him in. Right into the door there of Cody Breitenstein. But look at all the smoke billowing off of the back of that Bright Racing S13. And Aaron Velasquez almost peeling the rear bumper off there as he rounds out the end of that chase run.
I think if you just take it at face value, as I love to say repeatedly, that that chase that Velasquez put on in the last half was tremendously better than Cody's, unfortunately. And I think that's going to be the big deciding factor besides the small mistake he had on the bank. But he had that proximity with Velasquez had the proximity with Cody on the bank, so it was a really good job.
Cody, man, so aggressive right now.
Yeah, I think he just needs to, apply what he learned next time. I really like his attitude and his driving.
Yeah.
He's doing a good job. You can see the two gentlemen here talking over the run. Always smiles with these guys. You never see any frowns or fists coming out.
And I want to know what you guys think. How do you guys like that Las Vegas Motor Speedway? Give it up for Aaron Velasquez and Cody Breitenstein.
Give us a bow, gentlemen. There it is.
There you go.
Well, I think the results are in, and we're looking at Aaron Velasquez. Aaron Velasquez gets the win. Aaron Velasquez gets the win.
Give it up for both of these drivers, nonetheless. Let's send her off, Cody. Nice fat ripper.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's burn the place
you
down.
You don't need those tires anymore.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Burn it down.
There we go. Little donies. Let's hear some noise.
That's Aaron Velasquez and Cody Breitenstein. The Bright Racing S13 is the last time we're going to see it this year, but Aaron Velasquez will return.
All right. I think we're going to go, we're going to go back to the second half of this battle with Logan Hunter and Margaritas Katsanidis, the Greek doctor, the LS doctor. And he, I don't know what kind of operation he's running out of that ambulance, but the radulance, I can't even pronounce it right.
Radulance?
Radulance.
We can work on that, but it's cool.
So yeah, they're kind of bathing in the smoke there. You can see it's kind of in our favor, where the smoke is bellowing to the pits and not covering the crowd as these formidable opponents get their cars warmed up. Remember, this is the second half, so we're going to see Katsanidis get the clean air and
oh, that's
Hunter
right.
will
That's
give
right.
chase.
This was just a competition.
Yeah, we got
timeout.
the CTO, and I haven't gotten $50, so I'm just going to put that in my pocket. So, Logan Hunter, you owe us $50.
All right, so switch them up. This is the other side of the bracket, right?
Yeah, finally, we finally got the left side of the bracket complete.
We're locked in on the left side.
With Velasquez taking that last win. Qualifying fourth, and so that's going to be an interesting battle. We got RCP going to go up against our fresh winner Velasquez, and they both qualified very similar. So, kind of different styles. That'll be interesting to see there in a couple few minutes here as these guys are pulling up to the line. Looks like they're all ready to rip. I'm not sure the details on that competition timeout. Could have been too serious. Maybe just checking the toe, and I'm not sure. Judging by the burnouts, they might have gotten tires. To be said. We got the hearts from Hunter and the medicine from the doctor. The Greek doctor. Give him a follow there. He looks like he's got the YouTube there. The Greek doctor.
The freaking
LS
Greeky.
doctor. He's got so many PhDs in drifting. All right, we got the thumbs up from the Greek. Thumbs up from the young buck. 3, 2, 1. Let's let it rip. Second half of this battle is on its way. Hunter out of the chicane. I expect to see a big flick. Yeah, it's a flick nonetheless, as Margaritas is kind of a failure to launch here.
Very
as
low.
Hunter's very, very dominant here with that angle coming off the bank and a little backfire from that 427 S14. As Margaritas is struggling to keep it in frame here, as Hunter's doing a great job of showing his dominance. He has a lot of angle, but he still has the momentum as they go into outer zone 2. And Margaritas gaining up some ground there through the last, but still a lot too late.
Fireballs right there at the back of Logan Hunter's car. So we're gonna line them up. There's things to be said about both of their runs. Logan looked great out front. There was a few adjustments, a little brake lock there, but Margaritas, yeah, pretty lazy in the back there. Could have been a lot more active in the chase.
Yeah, I feel like he timed that transition out just
but
a little too late.
Look here's Logan's a little offline, kind of cooks it a little too late, almost missing that zone there, punting a cone at the end. Give it up for Logan Hunter and Margaritas Katsanidis!
Logan. Giving props to the doctor there as he's staying in his cockpit there as we are waiting for the judge's decision here. I want to say that Logan spun out. That's what happened in the first one. So I think this one's in the bag here as we're looking. I don't know if Mike, our director, can show us that first run or not. That's okay. But yeah, remember Logan spun out in the chase.
Yeah.
And we talked about that in qualifying, where that bank coming on and off is so disruptive to the cars. But we can look at this run again. This is the first run.
On the bank, Logan really good proximity there. Could have had a little more angle, but proximity is there for Logan Hunter. That's where he overcooked it a little too much. Tiny bit of contact or avoiding it, but spins out nonetheless.
I just realized maybe that's why the doctor was playing it cool. I forgot that Logan spun out there, so that's definitely a 0. Is it independent? I think that's what the judges are looking at the same screen here. All there from
zone in the chase position from Sean Illingworth.
transition. I liked his temperament and his mimicking the angle and timing his give something for Luke to chew on here as far as the lead run. Full contact, and that'll be the end of Perquette. Making his own outer zone out there. He's having a good time. He's happy to be here. Are you guys happy to be here? Let's hear it. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we're going to take a short commercial break as we get this track cleaned up and reset. So stick around if you're in the building, and definitely stick around on the internet machine. We'll be right back.
Who knows what was going to happen? It's close to the rain, but, bittersweet. I've been saying with what's happening with Irwindale, oh, my God.
Drifting. While the drivers take peak or intentionally oversteer a car to lose traction while maintaining control. In short, the car goes sideways while still going forward throughout the corner.
Top 16, round 5, the finales of HOTPIT Autofest, the finales of Irwindale Speedway. Oh my God.
Officially the last drifting competition at Irwindale.
Sadly, your last drift competition here at Irwindale Speedway, HOTPIT Autofest round 5. And that will officially round off our top 32. We'll see you here at the top 16.
If there is an amazing part of a show, there is an opposite side of it.
Oh, and Lewis with contact. Not too bad. Not horrible.
Come on, okay.
The LS Doctor, Katsanidis!
We got a fire from here. It looks like a fire. It's just a tiny little fire out back.
Back up at 4 o'clock. We're going to have the boys out here, national anthem, autograph sessions. All the things are happening. Let's have some fun. Thank you guys for coming out. See you in a little bit.
Before we get to the drift part, it is an Autofest. We enjoy all collaborations.
We're really excited to have you guys here. Really excited to have you here with HOTPIT.
Welcome back, live stream. We are back. Sean, that's Wesley Stump and Radnan. Oh, we got the replay going on.
Yeah,
So
what happened with Luke Pacula here as the reason why we had to take a little break there to kind of reset the track and the course here, he just piled in that door or that barrier there and then had a little tire party all by himself. But yeah, like you said, Chris, we have Raddan Perquette going against Wesley Stump. Wesley is, I believe he's got one of those VQ nitrous cars you were talking about. So
nitrous
and that's
VQ.
and that's it. And Raddan has his pro car, big old JZ nitrous turbo, the whole work. So a little bit of a contrast here. So we'll see how this pans out. Kind of a knife to a gunfight thing, but
twice the horsepower.
That's not always what counts. You know, you can, we'll see what kind of tricks Wesley can pull out of his hat.
We've seen it. We've seen it happen. Hot pit drivers are something to behold, man. I mean, we've seen him take out some greats. So Wesley Stump out here going to give Raddan a run for his money in the grade 8 or the top 16.
Yep, this will be our final battle of the top 16, and then we'll get back to Ferrell and Mohan for our first battle in the top 8. We'll take a look at that bracket here after this battle as Raddan is released from that purgatory of the chicane as he throws it in there, nice little flick. Nice and deep as we expect from a pro driver as he gets real comfortable with that wall. But Stump is right there with him, giving that VQ all it's got. He goes off course, both contact. Oh, good night. We'll have to run that back and see what happened with Raddan. Did Stump take him out unintentionally? Just getting too aggressive because it was looking mighty fine, Chris.
Wesley Stump was doing a really good job, and Raddan with a nice flick entry, like you said, and all the way pinned on that wall is Raddan. Super controlled, and then a little bit of an upset there. I'm not sure what happened. There must have been a little contact, right?
It looked like there was at first. I thought they might have had the right front wheel of Stump might have gotten into the left front wheel of Dan's, and then definitely in the back after the fact. So yeah, definitely contact, a secondary contact if that was what I'm thinking there. And kind of he didn't allow Raddan to transition.
Yeah, there's no other reason for Raddan to come out of angle there unless there was a little bit of contact.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll see if they'll line him back up or not. We got a little debris on course.
It's weight reduction.
He's just adding lightness.
Performance mod.
To that Z. So that's kind of an attest to the contact here. As we got our competition director, Kevin Wells, going to take a little peek at Raddan's car. He's like, yeah, that thing looks fine. Just run it. You're a big boy. And our other track staff kind of deleting. Maybe he's got a cone underneath there as We get his bumper off course. People running. Our pets' heads are falling off. And we'll hopefully get the second half of this battle underway. We've been just stifled left and right with this top 16 with not only one more competition timeout, and then and now this incident here is I think they're maybe seeing if the tie rod is still connected. I'm not sure the entire rules on if the crew member can touch the car like in Formula Drift, but we're getting thumbs up here, double thumbs up, and let's line them up. Let's run it back. As now Stump is most likely in a pretty big deficit, so Rad Dan gets to give chase here. He didn't quite get to put on a textbook lead run as he would like to, but now Stump gets a chance to maybe force a mistake upon Dan himself. You know,
I'm wondering if it was worth the competition. It may have been worth a competition timeout to look at the alignment there. Sometimes everything looks all good, and then you go out and do your run, and your steering wheel's cocked 5 degrees to the left. You know?
Yeah, I mean, looking at it here, judging by the camera, looks okay. The other wheels, they're not hunting and fishing.
Yeah, I think you'll find out. You'll find out pretty soon if the car feels good or not.
So yeah, we're you can see him on the radio there, getting that acknowledgement, getting those thumbs up, always important. Getting that count down. And they are off, and that was a truncated first run, but here's the second run. Stump out of the gate through the chicane. Rad Dan giving chase, nose to tail. Stump a lot more shallower than Rad Dan was in his bank run. Let's see if Rad Dan can adapt to this lesser horsepower car. Stump comes down, transitions. Dan right there with him, taking out the cones. Also taking out the cones with him, mimicking that line. Rad Dan showing that dominance, but he's also got a big ace in his hand as that Stump is probably most likely at fault for that. And they run it back out.
So Stump, maybe not, probably not enough there for Stump, but beautiful lead run there. He could have been higher on the bank, but with half the power, I mean, he's doing pretty well for himself. So Stump, not super high on the bank. Rad Dan easily reeling him in here and keeping him there as Stump transitions off into the power alley. Gonna punt that first cone and then keep this cone with him for the rest of the run. Rad Dan doing a really good job of just mimicking the line, even with the lower horsepower car in front of him. I mean, not even letting off with almost making contact there, calculating that Stump was going to pull out ahead of him.
You see that? He used that cone. He stole our cone because he deleted his bumper and then takes out another cone with that cone.
He wanted to use the cone as a bumper.
He's like, you wanted to see some entertainment? Let's go. Give it up for Rad Dan and Wesley Stump getting out of the cars. Like, what'd you do to my car? Or what happened? No, I don't think it's aggression. I think there's more of just like a, hey, what, some understanding of what
gives him the Homer Simpson Bart Simpson shake real quick.
So we'll get a result here very shortly. The judges are busy deliberating. I think there's not much hand wavering or anything else that they're looking at. We're looking at essentially. So I think we'll have a quick decision here with Rad Dan and Wesley Stump. Give it up for these drivers, everybody.
Unfortunately, sometimes the runs go down like this. You take yourself out.
Oh, I see some flame over there.
Uh-oh.
Flamethrower.
Wait, yeah, we are supposed. Where is our flame? Oh, wait.
We're not.
That's
We're
right.
almost to the top.
Yeah, we're almost there.
I guess that was the decision. So, yeah, we're seeing the papers are flying in the judge's hands. So, we'll have a result here very soon. As that was a very interesting turn of events. I would like to see Dan, shine us on with one of his pro lead runs there, but he'll just going to have to show us in what I think. I'm just going to predict it in the top 8. So here we go. Your winner of this battle is none other than Dan Perquette. Dan Perquette gets the win. Put your hands together for Radical Daniel.
Radical Daniel. Give it up for Wesley Stump as well. Making it all the way.
Giving it all again, that underdog.
So we have some adjusted brackets here. So looking at our new bracket. Oh no, this is the top.
Okay, so we got the top 8 is locked in. So on the left side of the bracket, we got Dustin Ferrell going up against the Rotary Machine MX-5 Kyle Mohan. And then Rob Sharpentier, our current and standing champion of a HOTPIT Autofest 2025. 4th place now, shooting for that second. Josh Stewart and Dustin Ferrell trying to hold on to that party as well, but Josh Stewart can no longer withhold or add any more points to the game, so he's going to be kind of in whoever's going against them in their side of the in their camp. Like he's been rooting for those guys.
Yeah.
So give what's going on the right side of the bracket.
So the other
Chris?
half of the bracket is going to be Margaritas Katsanidis versus Casey Chavez. So a beamer on beamer battle. And then Sean Illingworth and Dan Perquette. Oh, that's going to be a good one. Sean Illingworth and Dan Perquette. That is going to be very exciting. Those guys are both driving super aggressive, and they're both on the wall today, so I want to see that one.
That's right. All right, so getting back to the action here, we're going to see now, like I said, Dustin Ferrell, who has been just putting that machine through the paces, that Black Cloud Brotherhood 2F Performance S15, big old 2J under the hood. I think it's a standard 3.0. Went, let's see here, against Logan Hunter. Yeah, so Logan, they had a little, he spun out. Logan spun out, and I feel like Katsanidis' lead run wasn't as good as his qualifying run, so I felt like he got a little fast pass into the top 8, but he definitely belongs here, and he just needs to show up again.
I also feel like the one more times add a little bit of fatigue factor at this point in the competition when we get later in the rounds. Anybody that's done a one more time or multiple one more times, you just got to be more fatigued. You know what I mean? You just got to be a little more tired, and then the mental fatigue as well of going into battle and that stress and that adrenaline spike, and coming back to the pits and working on your car again, having to do all that multiple times more than other drivers. It adds a little bit of a fatigue factor. So Margaritas maybe affected by that. Who knows?
Not sure what the delay is here. Drivers are ready. We're getting look at the radio. So yeah, we're getting the thumbs up here. Casey creeping up. Give it away, Chris.
All right, so Margaritas out front. Gonna angle in for a big flick here from Margaritas Katsanidis. Casey Chavez doing a really good job of just staying right there with him all through the transition, the initiation, all through the bank, getting lost in the smoke there, gonna come out of drift, gonna straighten out, try to get the reinitiation there from Casey Chavez. Real rough chase there, but Margaritas not paying any attention to that. Real smooth lead run out front.
Peeled off the bumper, Casey.
Pure chaos from Casey Chavez out back there, though.
Yeah, he needed to do that from the beginning. He got lost in the sauce there, but we'll break it down here. Casey did a great job mimicking on the first half of that outer zone, but I'm loving the flick here from the Greek doctor here as he flicks it in there, a little left foot braking. Casey closing in on that pocket, and great proximity there from Casey, and he gets right here. You can see just bathing in that smoke and transitions just a little too aggressive, too hard. You can see him understeer and try to correct there. Not a very smooth line, but Katsanidis, that's the qualifying type lead run we needed to see. Great job filling that zone. Casey right back there. That's why he's this far. Peels off that bumper like a sticker and finishes out the run. Very good run from Margaritas and the back half of that chase run from Casey.
And the beginning. It's just the very middle of that run for Casey. Otherwise, it would have been super nice.
That's a bad sandwich then. The bread was good. The meat sour.
So Casey Chavez making us a messy sandwich there in the chase position. Let's see what he's got for us in the lead.
We get the go-ahead here. Visors are down. Radio
look at all the tire we're putting down here at the bull ring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
The first competition happening at Las Vegas Speedway, the bull ring. All right, Katsanidis gives chase against Casey. Casey swings it in real hard. Katsanidis dials it in there, gets a little closer, up close and personal as he closes the gap there on Casey. Casey coming off the bank here. Margaritas, let's see if he can better that mistake there. He does. He's looking smooth. He's looking at that temperament as Margaritas tries to continue to close that gap, but Casey's looking real smooth out front, just like Margaritas was, but Margaritas is doing a great job mimicking that, not quite peeling his off. Great job timing those transitions and getting the car where he needs to in that chase position.
So, that was Margaritas' chase run was really similar to Casey Chavez's chase run, save for the mistake in the middle.
Yeah, except for the bad meat.
That's what Casey Chavez. That's the sandwich Casey Chavez could have made.
That's right. Keeping it between the mayonnaise and the mustard. Break it down here for me, Chris.
So Casey Chavez out front, just making leaving the canvas out there for Margaritas to just slide in there and paint a pretty picture. So hitting the outer zone is Casey Chavez, but Margaritas just reeling him in, proximity, about half a car away, just all the way through to the end. Small gap there made by Casey Chavez, but also missing a little bit of that outer zone.
Yeah, I really liked what I saw from both parties. That's the kind of battle we need to see in top 8. Splitting hairs. But the thing is, the crux of Casey's situation here is that mistake he had in the power alley and those inner clips.
It was a huge, yeah, that was a really big mistake.
Yeah, so I think
reinitiation and everything.
You don't want to leave that in the judges' hands, and I think, judging by their mannerisms, maybe they made a decision. I don't know. I just work here. But give it up for these drivers here. We've got the Greek Doctor in that pink BMW and the other pink and green Casey Chavez. Put your hands together.
So what could they be looking at? Because, oh, you know what? Maybe they think there was more mistakes on...
Your winner, the Doctor, Katsanidis, gets the win. The PhD of drifters, Mr. Margaritas Katsanidis, is going on to the Final Four, and we almost got that Final Four set. So we got a number 1 qualifier, a number 3 qualifier now, and a number 4 qualifier so far in the top 4. And the next, potentially, if Dan Perquette moves on, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 qualifiers.
I was going to say that the qualifying told a story this event.
A little bit, yeah.
The top 16 was full of high qualifiers, 11 versus 3, and 7 versus, everybody was above the top 16 almost in qualifying points. So, yeah, the foreshadowing from qualifying yesterday is shining through today.
The clairvoyant here, Chris Miller at my side here. Thank you guys for showing up here in the building and online. Remember, you can watch those replays on youtube.com/HOTPIT Autofest as we get our final battle of top 8. Dan Perquette, Radical Daniel in that purebred 2JZ Supra going against Sean Illingworth in that Sac City Autoplex. So in his Nissan Z, I'm just going to say it's a Z. And, a little underpowered compared to Mr. Radical Dan's 2J, but, power isn't everything. We saw Wesley Stump putting one hell of a fight against Rad Dan just previously in the top 16. So it's all about car placement, composure, temperament, and knowing when to strike with what you got.
And Sean Illingworth isn't typically at the lower end. He's typically at the advantage, the power advantage. But just, going against the Radical Daniel here, it's going to give him, he's going to be at the disadvantage slightly.
Yeah, he can thank SEMA for that because a lot of these guys are here in the building competing at a HOTPIT Autofest because it was just kind of convenient being our guest drivers and, kind of mixing it up here and allowing, these guys to show them, the usual drivers, what it's like to be against a pro driver. So we're lined up. We're getting the thumbs up. Visors down. Underglows shining. And there it is. Rad Dan pushing out front while Sac City Illingworth is out front. Give him no room as Dan just about scrapes the spoil off that Supra as the outer zone completing it well. But Sean's right there with him, giving him no room to breathe as he powers through the smoke in that power alley, loses a little bit of ground as the car washes out a little bit as the Supra gets into that touch and go. As we're looking above here as Sean's trying to make up some ground as they get in the outer zone too. Dan unwavering, that car, very little corrections. Same thing with Illingworth. He's doing that car where he needs to. Great job by both of these drivers in that first run of this last battle of top 8. Break it down.
You rarely see Mark IV Supras, but man, are they so big? That is such a big car.
It kind of is,
swinging around. Yeah, they are heavy too from factory. But Rad Dan drawing that line as always, very consistent driver. Sean Illingworth diving right in here, super aggressive, almost messes up, but he powers right out of it, dives right back into the chase position, closes that gap again. But Rad Dan just not even. I mean, he's just out taking.
It's another day in the office.
Stroll. Yeah, he's just strolling through.
Well, yeah, hand it off to Sean Illingworth, holding his own against a pro driver there in that chase position. As we line it back up, now Sean's going to get the clean air in that lead position, and Rad Dan's got something to prove here. How do you put this into words?
He's gonna try to bully him a little bit.
He does everything to lose, but being at the level that Rad Dan's at, you gotta show up.
You gotta show up.
So Sean, almost a little contact there, but none of them are wavered. Rad Dan putting some paper in between the two drivers here as Illingworth does a great job of keeping it high and tight on that bank as they come off of it through the power alley. Dan
a bumper there,
getting some proximity there as they get through some of the cones and the inner clips, and Dan right there with Sean as they ring it around for outer zone 2. Dan giving zero room through the smoke here as a flash transition. Great job.
Both guys on limiter through the finish.
I mean, come on. That lead run by
Sean drew him a nice line out front. As you can see, almost taking the front bumper off of his own car there, Raddan. Super close from the start, from the get-go, but Sean Illingworth basically painting that wall with this Sac City Motorsports 350Z, transferring real nicely, losing the bumper there somehow, maybe just getting a little upset from the bank, but look at the proximity, the entire run from Raddan.
Yeah, it was like unfailing and unwavering.
Going nowhere, but Sean Illingworth, it's almost shadowing Sean Illingworth's amazing lead run, filling all the zones, tons of smoke, but Raddan just absolutely going nowhere, not leaving him even the slightest bit.
Oh, and I'll say that once again, you can't paint a pretty picture without a good canvas, and that's exactly what Sean gave Raddan. And look at these guys. Give it up for these drivers.
Give it up for Raddan and Sean Illingworth.
Put on a show. We're not even done yet. That was a top 8 battle, and we still got plenty of battles to go here. This is going to be a tight one. The judges, I would not want to be in their position. When we get it whittled down here, the competition gets so fierce that it's not who made the mistake, it's who just oozes, just squeaks by with the better performance there. And your winner,
wow,
Dan Perquette. Dan Perquette gets it when he's going to go on their final 4. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 qualifiers in the top 4.
So first time Raddan has ran this with us, and showing up today, huh?
Yeah, he showed up today. Raddan gets the win. Raddan gets the win. Let's see some cookers, boys. Everybody on your feet. Let's see these guys do some donies, huh? What do you say?
I want to hear them bangers.
I want to see some rev limiters. Ah, boo.
I know Sean's got one for you. Yeah.
Does he?
Does he?
He's got.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Fire in the pipe. Let's go.
Listen to that thing go. That's going to be it for Sean Illingworth this year at HOTPIT Autofest. Look at that thing just shooting flames.
So that's going to round up our top 8. Next up, looking at our bracket here, we got the top 4 locked in. Dustin Ferrell going against Aaron Velasquez, going to be a real barn burner there. Margaritas Katsanidis, the doctor, going up against our fresh winner, Dan Perquette. And then we're going to have a third place battle here, which I like to see here. So the 2 losers from the top 4 will go against each other. So that is locked in. And they're already coming out to start those burnouts.
We've seen this before. This is going to be a saucy one.
Yeah.
Two very swaggy drivers, very, very familiar with each other at HOTPIT Autofest. 2 high finishing drivers, frequently high finishing drivers. So yeah, this is going to be very competitive. And if you look at the power differences, there's almost nothing. There's 20 pounds of torque between the 2.
Exactly. There's very similar chassis, very similar styles. Great positive attitude on and off the track. Guys you can trust driving behind in the chase position because you know they hardly ever make mistakes. So I do not envy the judges in this situation because, like I said, it's not going to be a game of who messed up. It's going to be the game of who just outperformed each other by a whisper of a wish.
Who was the better man? So if we're talking consistency throughout the day, Dustin Ferrell has been a little more consistent, a little less consistent than he usually is, but more consistent, I would think, than Aaron Velasquez, who had a few bobbles here and there, some mistakes in some of his runs. So I would think that the driver advantage would go to Dustin Ferrell, just how he's been doing the entire event.
Either way, I want to see a gangster entry here from Dustin Ferrell, and he does just that, getting nice and tidy up against that wall as Velasquez giving him some pressure, trying to put it on the door. They come off the bank through that power alley. Velasquez keeping up pace with Dustin Ferrell as they do a nice transition there. Velasquez mimicking that transition perfectly as Ferrell gets into the outer zone 2. Both cars disrupted by the bank, getting back through the outer zone 2. Velasquez putting on the power there, a little into that transition, and Dustin takes it away, running away from Aaron in that S13 coupe as we get the first Final 4 battle, half of the battle done this far. So, Chris, break it down.
Dustin Ferrell's signature, just nice 99-point run as it's shaping up to be. Aaron Velasquez gets to draw his line behind him. He pretty much mimics it. I thought he was going to adjust here. He throws it right to angle and holds it all the way until they transition again, mimics that transition. But Dustin Ferrell just kind of inching away and pulling away for the most part.
Just how close he was to that wall and that outer zone too. Just
Dustin Ferrell just drawing the line we want to see, as always, the perfect lead run. We're going to have to see what he does in the chase, but Aaron Velasquez doing a pretty good job overall of mimicking the line of Dustin Ferrell.
Yeah, I felt like it right at the end, it kind of fell apart. We saw Velasquez do a great job against RCP at the end of that his chase run, really closing the door. But on that one, Ferrell just kind of, he also hit the scramble button and ran away from it at the end as Dustin Ferrell's kind of slow to come up to the start line, and our starters talking to Mr. Velasquez. Maybe they're discussing cookie recipes. I don't know what's going on.
Got something going on. Maybe somebody's having some mechanical difficulties.
Maybe they're giving a heads up on the course. But yeah, Dustin's lead run, he was so close to that wall in the touch and go, and it's such a.
It's a hairy
I don't want to say that. It's like a. I don't want to say the lead driver doing that is baiting the chase driver, because if the chase driver, we saw that with Luke Bakula, where he gets in that perfect pocket, but if the driver gets so close to that wall, you kind of have to get your car out of that before you, because that's exactly what happened to Bakula. He was in the perfect chase pocket.
He was doing his job in
that
the chase
situation.
Position, and
it was all over but the crying. So here we go. We're off, and Velasquez gets the lead here through the chicane, out the chute, and we're off. Who is going to take it in the first Final Four battle as Dustin Ferrell tries to close the door here as Velasquez does a great job high on the bank, coming off of there. The transition takes out that not inner clip as it kind of truncates the course there as he takes a little shortcut. Also with Ferrell trying to keep up here, a little eccentric here, a little wild in the lead there, and Dustin's trying to do his best on adapting to it. He does a great job mimicking here, getting real up close and personal. Hey, this ain't a race, but there is a finish line, Dustin, as they finish it out here. So that's going to be a very interesting decision here. I feel like Velasquez was almost trying to drive a little beyond his abilities, but break it down for me, Chris.
Yeah, so a little late to the catch. You know, I would expect Dustin Ferrell to be with him for a longer duration.
He got pinched there.
Did he?
Yeah, Velasquez kind of pinched off the chase driver there.
And then overall, I mean, for the rest of the run, Dustin Ferrell's just right there, pretty much glued to him, mimicking the line.
Look at that right there.
Aaron Velasquez can't get away from him. Even so much as almost passing him.
Yeah, good stuff from both parties here. So let's give it up for these drivers here. A couple of Nissan Coupes, both 2J powered. Put your hands together for Aaron Velasquez and Dustin Ferrell, everybody. All right. I think it's time for another earthquake. You guys need to, I want to feel this booth shake with your feet here. So let's start shaking it. 1, 2, 3, shake it! Ooh, I felt that in my pants.
I feel it. It's rumbling. My seat's rumbling.
Woo is
we
right.
Have a winner.
All right, as the judges deliberated their own kind of replays here, I want to ask you, crowd, again. Was it Aaron Velasquez or Dustin Ferrell?
I'm seeing a little more movement for Dustin Ferrell.
Kind of even, Steven. From here, I can't really hear.
I don't want to say it because it was too close to call. They were super good runs. I think Dustin Ferrell was a little more aggressive and consistent
in the chase.
In the chase, yeah.
Okay, and I think Dustin had an edge with his lead run. I think he was putting. Velasquez really kind of truncated the power alley here, and your winner for your first one more time. One more time. What do you think about that, crowd? I think it's deserving.
I kind of saw that coming because, like I said, I couldn't pick a winner. They both did really well there. Just very small differences between the two runs.
Riley, Tony, Tommy, when do you put the headset on? I want to hear this. It's got to be a split because I'm seeing things, you're seeing things. You guys are the judges. I get to judge without consequence. What happened here? What was the factors?
All right, that was another truly split decision. So 3 different choices. I went with Aaron, which it was a tough call for me, but Aaron had very consistent, good proximity through the track, and I didn't really like how Dustin cut really far on the inside of the 3 inner clips. So there's just a couple mistakes here and there from both of them, but I also didn't really like how Aaron did fall back at the very end of the track, so there's that to consider. But Riley went one more time. Again, just a lot of mistakes back and forth from both of them. And then Tony did Dustin, actually. And he just felt that Dustin's lead run was a lot smoother and a little bit less erratic. And he just liked the smoothness of Dustin's run. This could have gone any direction, which is why we came up with 3 different choices. I mean, like I said, that's pretty natural.
So as a farm fresh, pasture grown, one more time.
I think natural. But I don't mind seeing this go again. I'm happy to watch again.
Sounds great. Thank you, guys. All right, Mr. Greek Doctor himself has got his tires wound up. He's rolling up the line here as Mr. Dan Perquette is going to get the lead here as he was our number 2 qualifier. With a split decision between him and Dustin Ferrell, so that's really cool to see.
Margaritis gonna get his hands full here with Rad Dan.
Yeah, he's gonna get a whole plate full of that Jay-Z served up to him.
Yeah, 3 liters. Oh, it's probably not 3 liters, but 6 cylinders of justice right here.
Yeah, I would say it's at least 3.4. Yeah, not a big Jay-Z guy, but you know, you stick around a racetrack long enough, you know the different strokes.
Yeah. Different strokes for different folks.
All right, we're getting the thumbs up here. Visors are down, thumbs are up. And we're getting the countdown here. And the sweep, they're off. Rad Dan, a little slow out of the chicane there, but Margaritis keeping pressure there as Dan whips it in there. Margaritis with the pressure then backs off as he left foot brakes a little bit. Dan, entire bank riding that wall as he transitions into the power alley. Margaritis powering through with that supercharged V8, or nice V8, excuse me, as he transitions to touch and go.
Oh my
Closing
goodness.
the door on Dan as Dan gets into outer zone 2. Unfazed, he's like, gotta pretend there's no one there, but Margaritis, great job mimicking here in the transition round as they finish it out.
Goodness.
Woo! Wait.
Margaritis.
He showed up to party. We got applause going on in here in the booth. Whew, that was a barn burner from Margaritis. Both parties here. You can't have a good chase without a good lead run, Chris.
That was something. I mean, we know what we're going to get from Rad Dan, right? He's been doing that all day. But Margaritis with the dive in here, the dive in there, the proximity the entire time, the aggression, pushing in the door of Rad Dan through that outer zone. God, and Rad Dan just couldn't get away from him. Diving in again.
True.
Diving in again. Margaritis had, but he had that under control.
Boy,
yeah, he put
if
the car.
Margaritis dives anymore, he's going to end up in a submarine. It's going to end up being the Sea Doctor.
Yeah, he put the car where he wanted it. He could have been more consistent with the proximity. I mean, you know, staying with him instead of diving so much. But you know, Rad Dan's got the 900 horsepower. He's getting away from him here and there.
Absolutely. So now let's see if Margaritis can keep that momentum up in that lead position as Rad Dan gives chase. You know, you can't give him any room for mistakes here in the top 4 of our HOTPIT Autofest here at Las Vegas Speedway, the Bull Ring. Give it up for these drivers, guys. Put your hands together. We want to see a good, clean battle here, and I think we're going to see just that. Margaritis has been on kind of a heater here, and you don't leave when you're on a heater. We're in Vegas, everybody, so we're getting the countdown. Ready to rip. Margaritis out front. Rad Dan gives chase. Let's see that gangster whip, and he does just that. Margaritis out front, getting high in the bank. Rad Dan right there with him, matching the angle. Not quite as deep, but very good by Margaritis. Rad Dan pokes through the smoke, and he almost takes out inner clipping. As he does, truncates that power alley. Rad Dan right there with him. He knows he needs to do this right now and put it right on his door as Margaritis is unwavering, unfazed. Let's see this transition. Boom, right there. Oh my goodness, that. You could have had 2 blank cars. Those runs were almost identical. Save from the chase where Dan took out that cone was the only difference in these drivers'
was ridiculous
positions.
Give it up for both of these drivers. That was ridiculous, Matt. What in the world? You know, Margaritis, man. What's going on, dude?
We got a tire drop is the only difference I can see in Rad Dan's performance. Other than that, he just stuck it like he threw the anchor out, and it landed in that cockpit of Margaritis as we line these guys up for the finish.
How sick is that to
How
watch?
smoky did it get in here? Good night.
That was ridiculous. How do you pick I mean,
that was like a finals battle. I mean, we are splitting hairs here in the time.
That's not a one more time if I've ever seen one. I'm not wishing it.
It could be,
but it very well could be another one more time.
But like I said, I think when we're whittling down, sit down.
You guys want to see that?
How many of you guys want to see it one more time?
If you guys want to see one more time, let's hear it. One more time. One more time. One more time.
No more
maybe
times.
Not. No more times.
Ooh, the drivers are staying in the car. That's that means they're
feeling
they're
it.
Intense. Yeah, they're feeling it. They're feeling the pressure. I see one paper up. Moving to our
man, what a tough run to call.
Director. I mean, if we had to go just chase his taste, Dan did make a pretty big mistake in the power rally.
Yeah, he punted the cone.
That was a tire off. So if we just look at it, you know, as we saw it,
the only
face
mistake
value,
from either run was just that.
Just that. So that was a pretty big one, in my opinion. So let's see what we got. Your winner, Margaritas Katsanidis, gets the win. Margaritas, the Greek LS Nitrous Drift Doctor, PhD in all things burning rubber, gets the win, as Rad Dan will get to battle the loser of Ferris and Velasquez. So that's not the last we'll see of Rad Dan tonight. So Margaritas gets the win. He'll be in our finals against the winner of
Rad Dan's
Ferrell.
going to battle the loser of Dustin Ferrell and...
yeah, I just said that.
Okay. Wait, do you have it written? Or do we have we didn't have a winner for that battle.
No, I know. They're going to come out right now and decide that. That's one more time.
Writing it in there.
Yeah. Okay. So looking at the start line, we got no cars, but that's okay because they're going to be out here shortly. And thanks to our sponsors here, Jeff Jones Racing, of course, putting this all together. Big Duck Club and the Big Drift Energy. BC Racing, Marcos Payas in the house. Wise Fab, Action Clutch, the Prisma Lab, Lockdown Performance. Remember, if you have one of their green balls in the crowd, get your prize. Go to their booth. They got a big Unimog, like 2.5-ton big rig out here that was here for the ceremonies. And, of course, the U.S. Marine Corps.
And a shout out to our tire sponsors. Thank you to Zestino Tires, Zec Nova Tires, XComp Tires, and Valino Tires. Thank you guys for making it all happen. And let's not forget Icon Mechanical, our proud sponsor that works as hard as these engines do. Non-stop, full speed, zero downtime. Visit the Team Icon crew at their booth and enter to win their raffle tonight.
All right, I thought those guys we're going to need a little more time to turn those cars around with fresh fuel and fresh tires, but they are out warming up their tires right now. So none other than Dustin Ferrell, Aaron Velasquez. Dustin Ferrell's actually in an S15, both 2J powered. Both coupes, of course, because they stopped making hatches in the 13 gen, or the S13. So this should be another barn burner as expected.
Similar builds here, similar chassis, similar engines.
Similar style, like
similar
this.
style. Very aggressive driving to be had right now.
I feel like Dustin's got something up his sleeve for that chase run. He's wanting that, like, just to door him on the bank.
We're getting into the territory where Dustin Ferrell's consistency really does him favors towards the end of events like this. I mean, he's able to just still throw it up stick it on the wall. And Aaron Velasquez as well. But Dustin Ferrell, man, just he's got that set it and forget it energy. Look at these cars lined
Dustin
up.
Ferrell and that Black Cloud Brotherhood 2 Performance S15. And Aaron Velasquez. We're getting the thumbs up. Visors down. And then the throttle is also down as Dustin Ferrell gets that clean air. Velasquez gives chase as he swings that thing in there. Not as aggressive as usual, but Velasquez sticking it right there with him. Almost a little wavering contact. I'm not sure if I saw that or not, but Dustin Ferrell getting through off that bank, and Velasquez almost unwinding. He parks it. As Dustin Ferrell was going to continue this run, Velasquez is going to still give us a show. He's out of frame here. Dustin Ferrell needs to complete this run to make a, so he doesn't have an incomplete. Velasquez, what a deficit in that chase position. That's not what you want to do. You were talking about that consistency, Chris, and that really showed its ugly
exactly
head.
what I'm talking about right there. So Aaron Velasquez is going to have to pull something out of his hat right here. Knowing him, he's going to lay it all on the wall right here. He's going to lay it on the line. He's got to do something big. So Dustin Ferrell out front. Aaron Velasquez just kind of overcooked it. Almost a little backwards entry right there through the power alley. It would have been a nice run. He was with him. Maybe he could have been closer on the proximity, but Dustin Ferrell just running away with it. He's, like I said, very consistent. He's the same run. We get pretty much the same run every time.
Yeah, I feel like what happened there was that that bank transition coming off of there came into play. The car got a little unwound, and he couldn't stay ahead of it. It just snap oversteered on him on that coming off the bank. And there's not much you can do besides let Jesus take the wheel, unfortunately. And that's what happened as our track staff resets the track, as he had a little bit of a yard sale through that power alley, getting those inner clips and bases back together. We have a little bit of a yard sale here as we exchange some cones. We got a little carrier pigeon action going on.
Couple things out of place. That killing was all the way from over there.
It might be just a replacement. Maybe one of them ended up in a car. I'm not sure, but
yeah, Aaron Velasquez had a cone under his car for a while.
Yeah. Luckily, that was the first battle, so the drivers won't be iced too much because I feel like you get that first run done and the nerves are off, and now it's just time to do the duty.
So second half of the battle, Aaron Velasquez out front.
All right. Getting the thumbs up here. Ready to throw down. Velasquez is going to have to do a real heater here of a lead run if he wants any. He's going to have to try and force an error on Dustin Ferrell here, as Dustin's going to go a little more timid, and rightfully so, and he takes him. I think that was a part of our shadow, but Velasquez really put the scramble button on here as he gets through the power alleys. Dustin Ferrell, as you can tell, his spotter, rightfully so, like I said, is just probably telling him, take it easy, buddy, as Velasquez does a good job here. Throwing all the angle. This is going to be potentially the last time we see Velasquez as far as getting into the finals, but that'll be the end of him because the loser of this battle will go against Radical Daniel. So let's break down here, and what do you think happened?
Yeah, so Aaron Velasquez doing a really good job out front. It's not going to be enough, I don't think, because that small mistake there from Dustin, I don't think that's...
He just peeled his trunk off.
If anything, it was cool, you know, but it did adjust his run a little bit. It did, kind of make... he kind of lagged on his line. He was way far out for a while. He finally closes it in here at the end. And then Aaron Velasquez laying on the angle there, full lock through that last outer zone.
He sure was.
But, yeah, I don't think Dustin Ferrell's going to need much. I think that was about all he needed to squeak that one out.
Yeah, I'm surprised he even went that ham sandwich into that first bank, because that was a risky move considering he had such an advantage over Velasquez here. So I'm sure the results are in. I didn't really see any reason why Dustin Ferrell shouldn't take it, and that is Dustin Ferrell's going to be in the finals again. Dustin Ferrell, everybody, put your hands together for the second half of our finals are locked in, and then next up we're going to have our third place battles while these cars get turned around. Since Velasquez just did battle here, we're going to give him a moment to have him and his crew get some fresh fuel, get some tires, and he gets to battle against one of the greats, Dan Perquette.
So we are there.
We are there. Everything. My bracket is filled. We're just looking for a couple more winners here, Chris.
Yep, we just need a couple winners. We're going to have your Hot Pit Autofest 2025 Round 5 Podium.
All right. So, like I've mentioned before, we have a Greg Jones here, Jeff Jones' own brother. He's got Drift Illustrated magazine here. You can get that if you need a printed copy. The only printed copy of a Drift magazine, Drift Illustrated, at Drift Illustrated on Instagram, or check them out in the booth here. We still got the smoke show here going here at the Modded Culture Burnout Pit. We can hear all those rev limiters happen there, all sorts of cars just tearing it up. All right, boys. You think we can get a wave going here? We can go out enough?
We just got to start from the...
Which way we start?
It's the blue tent?
From the blue tent?
Yeah. Lively end over there.
Lively end, okay. Everybody on that blue tent on this side, you'll be your right of the bleachers. We're going to start the wave here, then we're going to bring it all the way down and back. We're going to start on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go!
Hands up!
There it is, all looking. That's what I like to see. How long we go? We got a few minutes here. Oh, bring it back, go, go, go! We're going to go all night. Keep it going. Yeah, bring it back.
Can we bring it back?
Let's go. All right, we got 2 laps under.
We're at the beach.
This is a marathon, not a sprint. All right, bring it back.
There's a beach in Vegas.
Yeah.
The Bullring. Welcome to Bullring Beach. Hot Pit Autofest brought the beach to you.
Look at that. They're bringing it back without me asking. I was going to say, all right, we're on lap 4. Party.
Good stuff. We got a couple. We'll go
all right.
straggler. That was the straggler wave.
All right, our wave has died down, but these crews have not. They're getting you can see, I want to say that's, who is that in there? Is that Velasquez? Yeah, that's Velasquez with his helmet on, helping his crew.
Get some tires swapped out.
Take it easy, take it easy. We got time. Beautiful shot there of the cars leaking on the pit here. They're getting the back of that S13 coupe raised up and getting some fresh tires, getting the lug nuts all torqued. We don't want a tire falling off here. So, you guys ready for the finals yet, or what? Because it's not happening just yet. We got the third place battle against. You guys can't see it here in the building, but Mr. Aaron Velasquez is going to go against Rad Dan Perquette, who qualified second, and Velasquez qualified fourth. To all of you looking at the live stream here, our bracket is set besides our winner, so we're going to see.
It's different.
I apologize. Red Dan has been out, and nobody told me otherwise, and I apologize. That Sean Illingworth is going to be going against Aaron Velasquez. Yeah, that's correct, right?
I don't know if you were right or.
I don't know why I wrote down Dan.
Maybe the graphics wrong.
That's okay. We'll
figure it out.
Our race director Kevin Wells and
everything
the
will
guys
shake
behind
out.
the scenes will when they show up we'll know for sure. So as you can see, Velasquez here still getting some fresh tires on there. I'm not sure what tires he's running. We can tell by get in there. I want to see what rubber is meeting the road here. Kind of looks like some Zestino. But look at the ghost graphics on there.
Yeah, a little hot rod, little lowrider energy from Aaron Velasquez.
Okay, third place is correct. So I was right.
There you go. You had it correct.
Thank you. Okay, so Rad Dan is going to battle third place. I got so many scribbles on here. This is ridiculous. Drawn with a crayon, essentially.
Small technical difficulties here. We're still growing.
Yeah, because we did see Rad Dan go against Margaritas, right? Okay. Oh, Wonder Bread, Mr. Ricky Bobby himself. You can't see on the screen there, buddy, but if you can hear us, give us a wave. Yeah. You're not on fire.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Everybody, give it up for Mr. Jeff Jones. I don't know if you can hear me, but he's the co-founder of HOTPIT Autofest. Everybody put your hands together, making this happen here at the Las Vegas Bull Ring.
Taking a little swig there of that pink Gatorade. What's going on here? We're discussing things. So what a track here. What a cool little layout, too. It's been pretty exciting. Lots of action. We got some crashes. We got some contact throughout the day. Tons of aggressive chases. Lots of bumpers being peeled off. Lots of cones were punted.
There goes Rad Dan. He looks like he's ready for his third place battle. Yeah, speaking of crashes, these guys have been keeping their composure. There's not, besides the touch and go in the bank, there's really not too many danger zones, if you will.
Yeah, they've been making it happen, though.
Yeah, for sure. We haven't had any big car mix-ups. They've been, keeping it together even when there was contact, like with, who was that, with Margaritas and...
yeah.
Who was that?
Went him to the side of... No, it wasn't Logan.
Was it Casey?
No. Why don't we just look at the bracket?
Yeah.
Who did he go into the side of? So long ago now.
But as Chris Miller, my sidekick here, goes over the bracket who Margaritas may or may not ran into, another shout out to Jeff Jones Racing, Big Duck Club, Big Drift Energy, BC Racing, WiseFab, Action Clutch, the Prisma Lab, Lockdown Performance, and the U.S. Marine Corps.
Was it Logan? It may have been Logan Hunter. It might have been right.
And of course, we can't have drifting without tires.
Shout out to Zestino Tires, Zeknova Tires, XComp Tires, and Valino Tires. We got Mr. Dan Perquette in the house. He's ready to go.
Good stuff tonight, and we'll having a little Sunday fun day here tomorrow. I'm not sure if that is open to the public or not, but a lot of these guys will be sticking around here and having a little more fun, you know, besides the competition of tonight. Hatch is open. The Rad Dan's crew's just kind of giving a little bit of a once-over here. That car, a lot of these cars, especially at the pro level, need so much attention in between runs, you know, between nitrous fill-ups and tire pressures this, fuel top-offs that.
And then depending on the setup too and the track layout, some cars can get super hot super quick. You know, if you're in a technical track and you're not moving tons of air over that rear radiator, it can get really hot really quick.
Speaking of radiators, the PhD holder of himself, the LS doctor, the Greek doctor, and he's probably gonna even have a PhD in growing out that hair. He's look at this handsome guy here, Mr. Katsanidis, that 75 LS doctor. Got a little rat on there too in the back corner, so that's cool. Hello, hello, friend. Glad to be here. Everyone's glad to be here. Always smiles in the paddock. There's just a good atmosphere, good vibes here at HOTPIT Autofest 2025. We've already crowned a champ, but now we're going to see who's going to take the big trophy here tonight as we are about to ramp up our third place battle with Dan Perquette going against Aaron Velasquez, who just got defeated by our #1 qualifier, Dustin Ferrell. And the cars are rolling out. I see some movement.
All right, we have drifters.
We have drifters.
So Rad Dan, Aaron Velasquez. This could be a fun one too.
Like got 4.5 G's or JZs out there.
Lots of JZs out there.
Yeah. Speaking of JZs, you see that American one? We talked about it in the top 32 of Jason Farron's R31 Skyline, I believe that was. But either way, that R31 Skyline had the American Ford Barra in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's just an insane machine.
Oh, yeah. The 4-liter big boy.
Yeah, 4-liter big block JZ, if you will. And it's funny because they sound just like a JZ.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rad Dan, Aaron Velasquez warming up their tires for their third place. Who's going to get the first step on that podium for your 2025 Round 5 HOTPIT Autofest?
So this is for some of the beans here. Rome's got all the beans for the year.
Yeah, Rome's got it locked in the top 32. He left the line. But he's crowned our champ, but we have Velasquez still in the running here.
We still get a round 5 winner as well.
Yeah, and we'll have to, race director will have to let me know who's currently in second or not. I don't have that information quite yet, but there was quite a tight battle for the second position. A lot of those guys aren't in play anymore, but Velasquez is definitely one of them, along with Dustin Ferrell. So, your #2 qualifier, Rad Dan Perquette in that Mark IV Supra, is going to give Aaron Velasquez a chance to chase first. As we wind them up, we're getting the okay. It's going to be an all JZ battle here. One purebred, one swapped. Rad Dan's out of the gate. Through the chicane, let's see what he gives us into that entry. He throws it in nice and high. Velasquez right there with him, matching the angle, losing a little bit, but Dan throws a little more angle into that Super as he comes off the bank. Velasquez bathing in that smoke, and he powers through it as he gets more proximity, but loses it in the transition as Rad Dan throws more angle through that touch and go textbook arc through that outer zone too. Velasquez doing all in his power to keep it together here. A little in the transition, but the textbook clinic of Rad Dan doing a banger of a lead run there, giving Velasquez a good canvas to paint his chase on. Chris.
Yeah, and Velasquez doing such a good job out back for so long until he wasn't. Really good job right here, diving right in, all the proximity. He's not exactly mirroring the line, perfectly, but doing a really good job, even driving right through the smoke, right back to the door of Rad Dan, but loses it here, transitions late, and never really cleans it back up. Rad Dan running away with it for the rest of the battle.
Yeah, he absolutely was dialed there. Rad Dan, the temperatures have dropped, but his formidability has risen. The cream always rises to the top, and Dan, unfortunately, is battling for third, so he won't get the top, but he's battling for that first step on the podium tonight as one of our pro guest drivers here in HOTPIT Autofest. So we're going to reverse the roles here. Now Aaron Velasquez is going to give lead against Dan, and we're hopefully going to get a result here. If anything can be expected from Dan, he's going to put on a good chase here. He's got good adaptability. Velasquez has got good consistency for the ability for Dan to do that. So I feel like Velasquez had a lot to leave on the table for that chase. So I think Dan has a lot of opportunity to capitalize on that. As we go out, Aaron getting through there. Dan giving him no room as he powers through outer bank, and Dan clinching that. Uh-oh, Velasquez almost overshoots it, and Dan, what happened? We're going to have to run that back as Velasquez powers through the course. Dan Perquette out of frame here as we go through touch and go. Dan's still not in the frame. You can see the smoke of the headlights there as Velasquez gets through outer zone 2. Here's the transition. Dan doing everything he can to keep up, but that's going to be a big deficit on Dan. If it is, in fact, his fault, we're going to have to run that back. Chris, I want to hear your opinion on that. By far, in live action, I was really concentrating on Dan's proximity there through the bank. Velasquez was doing a great job of his position in outer zone 1 there, but let's see what happened here.
Yeah, I think it was a case of Rad Dan just didn't want to leave that outer zone. He just stayed in it for so long. Look, Aaron Velasquez is leaving, and he's just still there.
Did he? Rad Dan he got into the wall. There's probably a lot of marbles in it. There's not a lot of overhang in that Mark IV Supra.
And it's such a big car, like I'm saying. You know, it's real easy to get the back end of that thing into a wall.
I mean, it's the same wheelbase as a Mustang.
Yeah, but you got 2 extra feet hanging off the back of those wheels.
Yeah, but nothing.
You know? Well, yeah, I guess with these cars, with some of these cars, it's just metal, huh?
Yeah.
Metal cage.
But yeah, you can see here Velasquez does a great job throwing it in there. Dan mimicking that initiation, but you can see he gets in the marbles. He stays in it, but the car might have just didn't want to come back out of it. In my most humble opinion, that's going to be an independent kind of incident on Dan's behalf, as Velasquez showing the consistency that he is. And that would have been a beautiful run for Dan to chew on if he had that proximity and didn't have that mistake.
I think just that he just got into it a little too hard and just got stuck. He literally was stuck out there.
Yeah, those marbles.
Oh, and he DB'd it too.
Oh. Good.
Yeah,
night.
so that's probably what put the nail in the coffin for Rad Dan there is that DB.
That's the crux of the situation here, folks. Rad Dan having a massive DB there, so that explains why he probably needed the side bite to kind of pull himself out of there. Yeah, because that's absolutely. So your third place winner, Mr. Velasquez. Aaron Velasquez, everybody, put your hands together. Now, these guys are going to party or not. We'll see here. Yeah, Velasquez having a party. Give it up, everybody, to Jay-Z. Hell yeah. Now, what we've all been waiting for.
For all the marbles.
All the biscuits. Margaritas, the doctor, going against Dustin Little Webby. Ferrell in that, the Black Tunnel Brotherhood, 2F Performance, S15, and a whole different chassis, different engine package of Margaritas, the LS Doctor, nitrous. He's got 7 liters. He's got more than
7 liters.
He's got double the liters, if not more, than Mr. Dustin Ferrell. So it's a very, we talk about horsepower all the time, but it's not always a factor. It's who can put it down, position the car where they need to.
100 and something horsepower per liter. He's got 7 liters.
Good night.
He's going to use all of them. Use all 7 liters, Margaritas. Speaking of Margaritas, Katsanidis, where is he? Where's Dustin Ferrell?
Come out and play, boys. It's your time to shine.
We got to get ready to send this finale. So beautiful day here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It was a little warm, but not too crazy. It was you know, even in the sun, you're able to just hang out, watch drifting. There's concessions. We've been partying downstairs. We've had the burnout pit. Got Greg Leone here as always. It's been a great day here at Las Vegas at Las Vegas Motor Speedway at the Bull Ring, and I see drivers. I see Little Webby. I see Margaritas. All right, guys, let's get hyped for these guys. Who's ready for the last battle of HOTPIT Autofest 2025 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway?
Yes, these cars have been battle tested a few one more times by both parties, I believe, or at least Margaritis got a little ice with that competition timeout. Ferrell had to go through one more time in the top 16 against Sam Magmi in that borrowed garagistic BMW.
Yeah.
But it looks like Ferrell's ready to rip here as Margaritis is finishing up his I will get confirmation. No one has tapped me on the shoulder or told me otherwise.
You know, maybe we can get a
Darryl
graphic.
will.
Maybe we can get a points graphic later. Yeah. Graphic of the
Big
points.
hearts from Little Webby there. Looking cool, calm, and collected. Visors are going down. Thumbs are going up. And the finals are about to go down. All right, everybody. Off your butts. Let's get up here. The finals are underway. Dustin Ferrell out front. Flicks that in there aggressively as expected. Margaritis a little shallow there. He's getting out of shape as Dustin Ferrell, he almost goes for the pass. There's almost a collision there in Mayberry Street as Dustin Ferrell kind of cuts the line there, but I don't think it's a matter of fact where he's putting that car now as Margaritis in a huge deficit as Ferrell is out on his own in the front, doing what he does, throwing the angle of that Wise Fab S15 as Margaritis is trying to make up of that huge deficit in the chase. I'm not sure what happened to that car. Ripped up or what.
Margaritis really struggling there in the chase position all the way. I mean, from the very beginning. I'm not sure if there's a mechanical issue going on, but just from right here, he's way low on the bank, locking up the front brakes.
There is a lot of smoke though, but
yeah.
I think it was a driver error than
yeah,
anything. So he came out of drift.
Must have just initiated wrong or set it up wrong or something. But Lil Webby way out in front, absolutely leaving him. Margaritis not even in this battle, not even a part of this battle. He could have very well shut it down right there, basically. And Little Webby just, yeah. Kind of easy win or easy run there for Dustin Ferrell.
Yeah, but don't let that fool you as Margaritis is going to get that clean air once again. He's going to be leading. Thank you, Dustin. Yeah, waving to the fans. Everybody put your hands together for Dustin Ferrell and Margaritis Katsanidis. He's probably a little disheveled right now with that performance. Not happy, a little beside himself, but
not what he wants.
Now he can show us what he can do as his qualifying run gave him this number 3 spot. And Dustin Ferrell is absolutely going to give a great banger of a chase no matter what. So here we go. The Greek Doctor out front swings it in there. Ferrell a little timid there going through the bank as he has the right to do so, as Margaritis comes out a little early out of that bank and through the power alley. Dustin Ferrell's right there with him, almost taking out the cone. Margaritis getting a good transition there as Dustin Ferrell's a little bit out of the frame here, and he starts to poke through the smoke as Margaritis gets through outer zone 2. And there it is, the transition, the final one of the night. And Dustin Ferrell follows Margaritis through the finish line.
So Margaritis' car looks like it's working totally fine. And look at Dustin Ferrell's pretty confident here.
He's potentially got 2 wins in a row.
Yeah,
he took out Forrest Wang, another Prospect driver, Sam Magmi, another ex-pro driver, Mohan, in the top 8, and now potentially another Prospect. He's just swinging left and right with that S15 Wise Fab. Give it up, everybody, for Dustin Ferrell and Katsanidis Margaritis.
So Dustin Ferrell, I mean, yeah, you know, you got to do a little more than that when you've got that big of a deficit there in the lead position. So probably going to be pretty definitive there.
So the judges are standing up. I do believe we have a decision. Let these drivers kind of marinate in the smoke here, get out, give each other the bro hugs.
So we are going to announce the winners, but there is going to be a podium ceremony down below the bleachers where we have we've got the stage. So don't take off just yet. You got a little bit of time to stick around.
All right, Dustin. Give us a wave there, Dustin, if you can hear me. Put your hands together for these drivers again. We got our 3rd place driver coming out. Yeah, give it up. And your winner is... I haven't gotten the result yet. I'll just mess with you guys. Oh, Margaritas, he's slow to get out of his car here.
He wants to hear one more time.
He wants to hear one more time.
Okay, so we must have a winner because Aaron Velasquez is coming back out on the track.
And your winner, the final round of Hot Pit Autofest 2025 here at the Bull Ring is, sorry, had to do it. They told me to stop. They told me to. I was about to tell you guys, but that's you guys got Rick rolled twice.
Differently, I think. Oh, we need media. Maybe that's what it was.
We got Jeff Jones down there. Everybody put your hands together for Jeff Jones putting this event together along with the help of all of our sponsors here. Jeff Jones Racing, Big Duck Club, Big Drift Energy, BC Racing, Wise Fab, Action Clutch, the Prisma Lab, Lockdown Performance, and the U.S. Marine Corps.
And then thank you to our tire sponsors, Zestino Tires, Zeknova Tires, XCOM Tires, and Valino Tires.
All right, crowd, since we're a little delayed here, who do you think won here? Dustin Ferrell? Or the doctor? Katsanidis Margaritas? Or one more time?
One more time won. All right.
Bear with us here. We're going to be getting our cameras together here. We want this this moment here for our drivers to marinate. Want to capture it fully as we round out this beautiful season. Thank you, Jeff, for having me come late to the season. Round 4, now round 5 here in the Bull Ring. Okay, and our third place winner. None other than give it up for Mr. Aaron Velasquez, for third place, first on the podium, first step on the podium, Mr. Aaron Velasquez. And your winner, round 5 of Hot Pit Autofest 2025 is Dustin Ferrell. Dustin Ferrell gets the win. That's 2 in a row. Taking out the pros, Mr. Dustin Ferrell.
So that's going to be, Dustin Ferrell's going to lock it in for second then. That locks in his second place.
It's got to be. Without running the numbers, I'm no math wizard, but he's got a lot of points to gain on the boys that were in that chase. So
that should have just locked it in for Dustin there.
And of course, we can't forget about our second place winner, Mr. Margaritas. Give it up for Katsanidis Margaritas for second place. All right, we are going to live stream the podium, and everybody stick around. It's going to be behind the stands here. So stick around. We will
I'm assuming
be
we're
doing the official championship and the winners of today.
We're probably going to throw it down to Jeff.
Hey.
All right, we're going to throw it out to our co-founder of Hot Pit, Mr. Jeff Jones.
Hey, everyone. I wanted to say a huge thank you for coming out, making Vegas amazing, letting these drivers work and do their best job. That was insane. We are going to have a full podium session right on the back of the grandstands, champagne showers. These guys won a lot of money tonight. They're going to have their full trophies, champagne, lots of checks going to Dustin again. Money to Margaritas. We knew he'd be back on the podium. Aaron, this is twice this year, right? Heck yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for welcoming us to Vegas. It was amazing. Join us on the back of the podium, back of the grandstands for the podium. Gentlemen, let's go. Let's get up there right now. Thank you, Las Vegas.
All right, that's going to wrap up our kind of on-track podium and good words from our co-founder, Jeff Jones. Thank you, Chris, for letting me join you guys here in the round 4 and 5 here of HOTPIT Autofest 2025. We're going to sign off, but in a couple minutes, we're going to take a quick commercial break on the live so that we can get our personnel to the actual podium. And so thanks again to all our sponsors, Jeff Jones Racing, Big Duck Club, Big Drift Energy, BC Racing, Wise Fab, Action Clutch, the Prisma Lab, Lockdown Performance, and U.S. Marine Corps.
And then our tire sponsors as well. Thank you to Zestino Tires, Zeknova Tires, XCOM Tire, and Valino Tires. And last but not least, we want to say thank you to Icon Mechanical.
All right, and signing off, we'll see you next year, and you guys will see us in the podium. Thank you.
Pizza! I can't do that. I'll get the auto test.
Who knows what was going to happen? It's close to the rain, but, you know, bittersweet. I've been saying with what's happening with Irwindale, oh, my God.
Drifting. One of the driver's technique or intentionally oversteer a car to lose traction while maintaining control. In short, the car goes sideways while still going forward throughout the corner.
Top 16, round 5, the finales of HOTPIT Autofest, the finales of Irwindale Speedway. Oh my God.
Officially the last drifting competition at Irwindale.
Sadly, your last drift competition here at Irwindale Speedway, HOTPIT Autofest round 5. And that will officially round off our top 32. We'll see you here at the top 16.
If there is an amazing part of a show, there is an opposite side of it.
And Lewis with contact, not horrible.
Come on, okay.
The LS Doctor, Katsanidis!
It's like we got a fire from here, but looks like a fire. It's just a tiny little fire out back.
Back up at 4 o'clock. We're going to have the boys out here, national anthem, autograph sessions. All the things are happening. Let's have some fun. Thank you guys for coming out. See you in a little bit.
Before we get to the drift part, it is an Autofest. We enjoy all collaborations.
We're really excited to have you guys here. Really excited to have you here with HOTPIT.
Thank you guys for joining us. Awesome cars.
Child, straight to angle, straight to angle. Trenton Beecham gets the win officially. Trenton Beecham gets the win, moves on to the finals. Give it up for both these drivers. Give it up for... Got the fire action right there, right behind the drivers there. The touch and go, and then filling that outer zone is Rome again. Rome Sharpentier keeping great proximity from Rome Sharpentier just absolutely not shaken whatsoever.
Escalette is just doing what she does best.
Your winner for round 5, HOTPIT Autofest 2024, Irwindale Speedway, Trenton Beecham!
When we talk about motorsport, I imagine everyone thinks of the car, the driver, the engine. But all too often, we forget the one thing. And I emphasize the one thing that connects the car to the track. And it's partly because of this that you'll either win or lose. The tire. Be efficient, be quick, be high performing. Zegnova tires.
Pizza! Pizza! I can't do that. I'll cancel.
Who knows what was going to happen? It's close to the rain, but, you know, bittersweet. I've been saying with what's happening with Irwindale, oh my God.
Drifting. One of the drivers took beat or intentionally oversteer a car to lose traction while maintaining control. In short, the car goes sideways while still going forward throughout the corner.
Top 16, round 5, the finales of HOTPIT Autofest, the finales of Irwindale Speedway. Oh my God.
Officially the last drifting competition at Irwindale.
Sadly, your last drift competition here at Irwindale Speedway, HOTPIT Autofest round 5. And that will officially round off our top 32. We'll see you here at the top 16.
If there is an amazing part of a show, there is an opposite side of it.
Oh, and Lewis with contact, not too bad, not horrible.
Come on, okay.
The LS Doctor, Katsanidis!
It's like we got a fire from here, but looks like a fire. It's just a tiny little fire out back.
with the drivers and all of the audience. Of course, the beautiful media. You guys are rock solid. Thank you guys. Thank you, everyone. My voice is smoked. How about yours?
Smoke more. I don't believe that. I'm talking so quiet with no PA here. Oh, I guess we'll get right into it.
Let's get right into it.
Okay.
Let's announce our winners. I'm going to let you take over that, and our championship winners. And then me and RJ will close out the night. So,
Sounds great,
so
Jeff.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, give it up. Woo! I love drifting. All right, you saw tonight, your third place winner tonight, none other than Mr. Aaron Velasquez. Bring it up here. Yeah, get that check. All right. You want to talk about some things and whatnot? You got to do it loud because I can hear us out front, but they got to hear here. So.
All right. First things first. I've been driving for 10 years. And I would not be here without Andy's Tires from Pomona, California. That guy put me on. Andy is the heart and soul of Southern California grassroots drifting. Him, along with all my sponsors, RTS, Circuit Sports, Circuit Wheels, a lot of guys that I can't think of right now. I'm so grateful for everybody, my family, my girlfriend, my spotter. She's my spotter. This series is getting bigger and bigger, and I'm just grateful to be in it. And all I can tell you guys is just be grateful and love what you do. And you guys can do this too. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Ooh, Aaron Velasquez, everybody. Can you hear me? Give it up. True words have not been spoke. But now, our second place winner for tonight, he has a PhD in drifting and a lot of medicine for burning tires. Your second place winner, Mr. Katsanidis Margaritas. Come here, you handsome. Look at this hair. Look at this. Beautiful hair. I didn't know you had it. Yeah, what? Come on, take the shot. It's going to get frozen. A word from the...
Well, what? Okay, so you guys can do anything. It's unbelievable. 1 week ago, they tell me I was about to lose my leg. And last Sunday, I went out of the hospital with serious infection. So all the doctors, they tell me you cannot go, but the Greek doctor says we need to be here. Yes, and... I want to thank all my family, the sponsors, to support me in this very bad year I have. We are back in the podium, baby, and we're going to go up again for here. And I want to thank all my team and all my family to support me. And they was here, they was doing anything. I was just jumping in the car and try to drive and get a lot of pills to be here and be with all of you. Thank you for staying so late. You was an amazing crowd. First time in Vegas. I hope we come again next year. Thank you, HOTPIT, for the amazing competition. He put it down.
Give it up for the doctor. And definitely not least, my Arizona homie, piloting that 2JZ S15, Little Webby, Dustin Ferrell. Get up there. You talk first. Put that down.
I can't do this without. Sorry. I cannot do this without all my sponsors and let alone my crew. They kept my car on the track the whole time to the point I can literally just worry about that thing. I appreciate all you guys. Girlfriend and spot for me, all the boys taking care of me. Without them, I wouldn't have the amazing car that I have to be able to put on the box back-to-back here at HOTPIT and take the championship for second place.
I appreciate Hot Pit and all they do for me, and let me take all these checks. And we're gonna end it off with a.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Hot Pit has bought you your 450.
Racing contingent winners right now.
All right. Let me get these. Get off the podium. Oh, Aaron, some more things to say here before we clear and get to our BC contingency awards.
Real quick, shout out to my team, my sponsor, Suspicious Garage, and my tuner, Unrivaled Tuning. I would not be here without my team, dude. Thank you, guys.
All right, get out of here. Oh, wait. We got to do the champagne first? Are they going to do it off the podium? Are these guys this guy? Oh, because they're the same people. Okay. We got a contingency here. Our BC third place contingency podium goes to our third place winner, Mr. Aaron Velasquez. You get another check there, buddy. Give it up. More money, more tires. And of course, our second place BC Racing. Oh yeah, get that pose. Yeah, get after it. Blue Steel. Second place. Your sponsor, Margaritas. Up, BC Racing. That's how you know that. I hope your suspension ain't like this. There's no feel in this. And of course, Big Dog Gotta Eat, first place. Dustin Ferrell in the BC Racing round 5 winner. And of course, Dustin loves his check, so he's getting a Big Duck Club first place qualified. Dustin Ferrell, bring it up. All right. Giving more checks out here. The hardest charging driver is going to, and being presented by WiseFab, none other than, he drives an S chassis, Aaron Velasquez, hardest charging WiseFab driver, 1,000 big ones.
The lockdown performance best entry of the night goes to Schaefer, John Schaefer.
Okay. All right. All right. John Schaefer is in the building here because you have won yourself the lockdown performance best entry of the round. John Schaefer, are you here? Get over here. Get yourself a check. Yeah. I don't know what your check is, but oh, there it is. There it is. Make it rain. This one's mine. This one's mine. That's real money. Any words here, John, before we go on?
Huh? I'm just grateful for Hot Pit. You know, it's been, I think, 4 years now, and it's my hometown little thing, but I'm just grateful to keep coming back, pushing my best. There's obviously great... I try. It just ain't enough sometimes, so we'll keep coming and doing more.
Love it, seeing it. Yep, thank you. All right. I'm out of here. I'm going to get wet. Shooey, 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 shooey. Get out of here. That's a spicy. All right, you filthy animals. All right, get out of here. I know you'll be back, but get out of here. You're all wet. Announce the winners once we tabulate their scores, and don't go anywhere. It's be another party here. Two guys are here. I think we're just trying to figure out who is the third place and who is in that. So, please stick around. Please stick around.
That Sopa, that was wild.
Did you get wet?
I did not get wet. I knew to run. I knew to run. We're gonna let the teams do some photos right now. We're still calculating who won the champion. We know who won first place, right? But we want to make sure who got the rest of it. We'll step out of the way so these guys can get their shot right here. But while we're talking, Mr. Margaritas Katsanidis, absolutely amazing, coming on top. It's chaotic, boys and girls. We're getting these teams to get their photos. It's all exciting, right? We're winging it right now as we're waiting to find out. Third place battle, very close in the championship points. We want to announce that, but we also want these guys to have their time to get up here and shine. Bro, are you a one-man team? Where'd they all go? His team already split. Let's go, Aaron. Second time on the podium. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I keep saying that. Thank you so much. We're going to end the stream now. It has been a crazy, starting out at Orange Show, going to Bakersfield, back to Orange Show a few times, and now ending the show here in Las Vegas. The first drift competition here at the Bull Ring. We knew it was going to be tough. We knew it was going to be hard to do. We pulled it off in good fashion. Badass drive. Thank you to the fans. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Matt Soba, for coming in strong. Chris Miller, the rest of the boys, live stream crew, all of our staff, everyone working their absolute butts off. Media, thank you. We have to say thank you to so many people who came out to make Hot Pit Season 4 something crazy. What are we going to do next year? Ladies and gentlemen, we don't even know, but we know it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, and definitely tons and tons of more fire. Thank you. RJ's running around doing RJ things, and I know he's working hard from bottom of my heart and bottom of Christina's heart. Everyone that works here at HOTPIT Autofest, thank you guys so much. See you next year.
U.S. Drift Circuit is going down December 6th. This is the final round, so the highest points of the entire series gets a license to Pro Spec Formula Drift. So this is the one where it counts. The points are very close, so we'll see who comes out on top. If you're not able to make it to the competition, they are having a live stream, so tune in, join the fun, check it out, U.S. Drift Circuit.
knows what was going to happen. It's close to the rain, but, you know, bittersweet. I've been saying with what's happening with Irwindale, oh, my God.
Drifting. One of the driver's technique or intentionally oversteer a car to lose traction while maintaining control. In short, the car goes sideways while still going forward throughout the corner.
Top 16, round 5, the finales of Hot Pit Autofest, the finales of Irwindale Speedway. Oh my God.
Officially the last drifting competition at Irwindale.
Sadly, your last drift competition here at Irwindale Speedway, HOTPIT Autofest Round 5. And that will officially round off our top 32. We'll see you here at the top 16.
If there is an amazing part of a show, there is an opposite side of it.
Oh, and Lewis with contact. Not too bad. Not horrible.
Come on, okay.
The LS Doctor, Katsanidis!
It's like we got a fire from here. It looks like a fire. It's just a tiny little fire out back.
Back up at 4 o'clock. We're going to have the boys out here, national anthem, autograph sessions. All the things are happening. Let's have some fun. Thank you guys for coming out. See you in a little bit.
Before we get to the drift part, it is an Autofest. We enjoy all collaborations.
We're really excited to have you guys here. Really excited to have you here with HOTPIT.
Thank you guys for joining us. Awesome cars.
Beecham gets the win officially. Trenton Beecham gets the win, moves on to the finals. Give it up for both these drivers. Give it up for... Got the fire action right there, right behind the drivers there. To touch and go, and then filling that outer zone is Rome again. Sharpentier keeping great proximity from Doug. Sharpentier just absolutely not shaken whatsoever.
Colette is just doing what she does best.
Your winner for round 5, HOTPIT Autofest 2024, Irwindale Speedway, Trenton Beecham!
When we talk about motorsport, I imagine everyone thinks of the car, the driver, the engine. But all too often, we forget the one thing. And I emphasize the one thing that connects the car to the track. And it's partly because of this that you'll either win or lose. The tire. Be efficient, be quick, be high performing. Zegnova tires.
Pizza! I can't do that. I don't cancel.